Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we are continuing our Dungeons & Dragons homebrew campaigns as Zazitaliah with episode 10, and today we find out the fate of Zaratoth. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. If you do, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright, so last we left off, Alejandra was tasked with getting a golden chalice for the Spectre Master, and upon entering into the dungeon, Zaratoth was met with death. Deadwolf forspoke his god when he would not bring Zaratoth back. However, the cross on Zaratoth led them to the temple within town where Zaratoth had already prearranged a resurrection, and they brought him there to get resurrected. They were all asked to leave the building as the ritual was performed. So now you all are outside, basically waiting.
The ritual is gonna be performed inside somewhere?
Inside the temple, yes.
Can I sneak in and watch it?
You can definitely try to, yeah.
Let's see, I'm stealth. I'm definitely not sneaking in.
So as you walk up,
I trip
the
fall right on my face immediately.
the guards kind of look at you, and or not the guards, but I guess the clergy. They kind of look at you with a dumbfounded look on their face and kind of just shrug it off.
And just get up and dust myself off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm quite the clumsy one myself.
Yes, we see that.
And then I just start strutting away.
Alright, so nothing occurs until about an hour. Do you guys want to do anything in between?
Kinda. Are there windows on this place to see in it?
They're stained windows. It's really hard to see through them.
What would one have to do to see through them?
I mean, I guess you would have to break them.
Like right up against it, right? Like.
I mean, you could kind of make out some shadows and stuff when you do that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm bored. I go back over to everybody.
Alright. So after about an hour, one of the clergy comes out and says, "Well, the ritual has been performed, but I don't know how to say this. He's alive, but not around. He's not."
What does that mean?
Body is now physically alive, but his spirit does not dwell within.
Well, that's not a resurrection then.
So like a zombie?
More like a comatose patient.
Oh, okay.
Is there a healing of any sort for this kind of thing?
I'm afraid there's really nothing that can be done. It would appear that something is holding his soul and not letting him enter back into the body.
Can I go fight whatever it is that's holding his soul?
I wouldn't know where to point you to fight. And
I-
all of
I
a
think-
sudden, Deadwolf hears a laughter in his head.
Excuse me?
Deadwolf's going insane.
Zara, is that you?
No.
Well, then I guess I don't know who you are.
Why would you remember the one you forspoke?
Because this is not worth remembering, that's why.
Well, I hope you remember how much you'll miss your friend as I take him for myself.
I mean, I hope you remember who you're messing with when you don't exist anymore. Because
Suddenly
that'll
the
be cool for
voice
you.
just stops.
Just remember, you brought us upon yourself. Just remember that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Only your thoughts in there again.
What?
Then it's only your thoughts in there again.
Hmm. Let me think. Oh, I know. Alejandra, I need you to kill me.
Okay, you asked for it. I'm gonna hit him with necrotic.
I'll be back. It's fine.
Oh, good gosh.
I mean, if you only hit him with necrotic, he won't be back.
Okay, so I need to hit him with something else instead.
No, you too, Kafir. I'm gonna need both of you to kill me.
Okay.
Both of you are gonna have to
What
kill me
can
right
I
now.
do?
Okay, I'm going to stab him with my rapier.
He's willing, so there's no need for a damage roll. He's just standing there letting you do it.
I'm gonna keep stabbing him. I keep stabbing him and keep stabbing him.
So she stabs you multiple times, and suddenly you lose consciousness. Do you think I'll save you this time?
I don't need you to save me.
Oh, so you just wish to perish with your friend. Very well.
Is Zara here? Where is he?
You can't really see him, but you do get the feeling of his presence.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna sit on Death's lap.
Tell me a story, Daddy.
Is that what you're doing?
Well, I gotta get closer to him, right? I don't know where Zara is.
He
I have to do some
is.
persuading.
He is not taking what you're selling.
You sure I haven't rolled nothing yet?
I mean, you can try to seduce death. Go ahead and roll.
So really, I just need to get close enough to see if I can figure out where Zara is. Because you said I feel Zara's presence, right?
You can feel his presence, but you can't see or apparently hear him.
Why is Zara, I know you're here. I'm gonna need you to come out right now, mister. This isn't even a joke no more.
Death
Nothing.
just kind of laughs at you.
What,
Jeez.
Zaratal can't even hear me or nothing?
I mean, you don't know.
I guess I wouldn't know that. Am I sitting on Death's lap, or did I even get that far?
No, he did not take your advances.
How close can I get to him?
Death, as long as you're standing and not making, innuendos, you could probably get pretty close.
Let's say I get like 3 feet, maybe 3 feet away from him. What's he doing right now?
Just seems to be standing there staring at you.
Yeah, Mister. I don't know what kind of game you think you're playing with me, but I'm gonna need you to put Zara back where he's going because the way you're messing with the soul, the angels that you didn't want to mess with before aren't gonna be very happy when I let them know that you're messing with their well of souls. And we all know what happens when they find out what you're doing. In your powerless form here. Your powerless form here. Yeah.
You think I'm afraid of you? You think I'm
You don't have
afraid
to
of
be-
them?
You don't have to be afraid of me. Obviously, you're afraid of them. You would have res him for me before, which is a strong indication that you're a little sissy.
Never
comes to
would I
matters in
help
this
an
world.
angel. But I do find it
Now.
funny that you make a statement about having no power here. Yet this entire time, my influence has been growing. You received a letter, didn't you?
Nope. I don't remember the letter. I don't remember getting no letters in the mail.
Sure.
I think
And
you're
you
mistaken,
took
sir.
the path that my followers told you to take. Now tell me again how I have no influence.
Who's got followers in this world? For me to take away from you? Do you know how much joy this fills me with? How much excitement?
Do you know how much joy my belly feels upon eating your friend's soul?
I mean, if he's in your belly, bro, I feel bad for you. He gonna like break his way out of your belly, and that's not gonna be too fun for you, sir.
Minor indigestion. Not a problem.
Can you explain what I see? I see him. He's setting in something, right?
No, he is standing up. Basically, all you see is darkness and his shape.
But like, how does like my thousand suns come into play here? Like, does he just see all this brightness?
Your thousand suns seem to be dimmed by your death.
I'm gonna call bullshit. He said he ate Zara.
That's what he's saying to you, yeah.
Okay. But he just looks like darkness. Does he have a face?
I mean, he has the silhouette of a face, but not a in-depth face.
Do I see where his belly is? Or do I see
You could ascertain where his belly would be, yeah.
where his scythe is at?
He doesn't seem to have his scythe.
It's not here at all.
Not that you can see.
Very interesting. What do I have on me? Nothing.
You're buck naked and dead.
Ooh, that's the best way. Okay. I only have one weapon. I mean, 3 weapons. 5 weapons. 6 weapons I can use. I got my arms and my feet and my 2 heads. I'm about to scrap with death. Nagy. Bro, I'm gonna straight up jump on death. Naked as fuck, bro. And I'm gonna try and reach down his throat and pull Zara out of his belly.
You pass completely through him. And as you do, for a split second,
He felt my wiener.
it sounds as though you hear Zara's voice. telling you,
Hang on, I have this as 18 plus.
defeat his minions.
Where the minions at?
In the meantime, what are you two doing?
I'm banning someone. Sorry. I mean, I guess we're just sitting here next to his dead body. I guess while we try to figure out what.
We're going to the church place.
We're not allowed in there though, right? Can we go in?
You weren't during the ceremony, but right now, the guy who came out and told you is basically looking horrified as he just watched this little halfling repeatedly stab this elf who just sat there with a smile.
Do I still have one? Oh, I do. Okay. You're gonna have to use one of my healing potions on me, probably. Whenever
Big
you
ol'
guys
smile.
because I'm naked with well, I don't know what happened. I have to kill some minions, but there's nothing else in this place that I'm in, so
It's that church guy. If there's anything that I can do to try to help get Zaratoth's soul back.
I'll
Well,
follow.
We're not quite sure what's causing him not to be able to return to his body. So it's hard for us to guide you in this.
Okay.
We will, of course, take the proper care of his body until such a time when his soul is returned. But unfortunately, I believe that's the only aid we're able to give at the moment.
How much is these resurrection things?
1,000 gold.
Holy jeez. Well, I guess I'm not getting resurrection in no time.
can we see no, I'm dead. Never mind. Almost dead.
Yeah, he's bleeding out.
But we
Should we
can't
give him a
like.
healing potion now? Or should we give it about 5 more minutes?
Oh, 5 minutes, he'll definitely be dead.
Okay. So would I be able to use like healing word or cure wounds right now?
Yeah. This is just like he's knocked out and he's rolling death saves, basically.
But those two will do like bring him back to at least be in
Yeah, either one will
alive
make
in a
him
way.
be alive. Dead wolf,
Okay.
anyway.
Okay. So I could always use one of my spells to help stabilize him and bring him back. You think we should do that now?
I would do that, see what he says, and if he wants me to kill him again, I'm down for it.
Okay.
Then you have another one to bring him back again.
Yes. So.
And we can keep doing this all we have to.
do cure wounds. Words, English is hard. Do I have to roll? It's a 1d8
1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
plus 5.
Yep.
I don't know if I did that right. I did. Bam. Okay.
Okay, so Dead Wolf is at 12 hit points.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop up and be like, okay, I know what we need to do.
We
So-
need to do.
When Zaratoth died, I asked Death to help me bring him back. And because it didn't, I decided that I'm gonna become the new Death and kill that Death. But he didn't like that very much, so now he's holding Zaratoth's soul hostage. So now I'm gonna go kill all of his followers and make him really weak in this world. Or at least I'm going to. Until he gives Zaratoth's soul back.
If you kill Death, wouldn't that kill Zara? Tough? Or no?
No. It would probably make me Death, which would be kind of boring. But maybe alright, I don't know. But we need to save Zaratoth anyway, so we don't have a choice.
Roll an insight check.
Okay, I have a question. In this scenario, if somebody puts one of their weapons in a bodily hole and they die, do they have their weapon?
What?
Yeah. No.
What do you mean by a bodily hole?
Right? Wait,
She wants
what?
to know if
We hide
she wants
weapons
to
in our
know if
bubbles?
Dead Wolf can bring a weapon to fight Death.
Oh, okay. Following now.
But Kafir, I need you to roll an insight check.
Oh, I need an insight too.
Mhm.
Your face. That's worse.
What about me?
We should also ask these guys if they know how to get souls back from Death. When Death's being
Right.
a little prissy bitch.
So, Kafir, as you ask Dead Wolf if Zara will die and he gives you his explanation, you're not sure how much you believe that explanation.
I don't know if that honestly would work. I want to believe in what you said, but at the same time, that could put Zaratoth in a possible time of possibly not even returning if you kill Death.
That could happen, yes. Which is why I was gonna try and reach into his belly and take him out.
Another question. Can you use magic in there?
Why are you
last
worrying
time I
about
was
it? You ain't dead?
Yeah,
be.
no, yeah,
And
I
I'm
can use
stealthy.
magic. I was able to use magic there. Not that it like did anything, because I don't know if. I mean, Death's kind of a little prissy bitch. So like, he hides like that shadow demon that hid from us. Because I'm pretty sure I touched him with my PB. And then he like disappeared and got scared and nervous.
So if
Like,
I
I
put a
think that's
spell
what
on,
happened.
if I put a spell on Dead Wolf and then kill him, will the spell still be valid?
No.
Son of a
What's the spell?
charm
I was
person.
Which one?
Charm person. I was gonna charm you and make
Oh.
you be nice to Death, so that we could get Zaratoth's soul back.
I mean, I was straight up gonna touch Death with my PB. Like, it gets. Like, how many, to be honest, obviously, if I was naked, it's because Death wanted to see me naked. Clearly, otherwise I would have been clothed. Obviously. So he's playing some game of hard to get. You know?
So, as you're talking aloud, the clergy looks to you and says, "I'm sorry to interrupt, but did I hear you talking about death? And I don't mean dying, but death as in he of death?"
Yeah, that's me. Kinda. At least here it is. But where we come from, it's a different being.
Well, long ago,
That makes
there was legend of a god named Death who was drowned out of this world by the archangel Michelob.
Michelob Ultra.
Ultra?
He used his ultra powers to remove death from this world, but we had also heard rumors recently that death has returned.
Do you know where? Does this Archangel Michelob Ultra powerful still exist?
Archangel Michelob is the master of the fallen.
Ooh, guys, maybe it wasn't my fault. Maybe Death's just a little salty about what happened to him before, and now he's taken one of Michelob Ultra Powerful's angels to get back at him. Sounds like a bad breakup to me. Alright. Oh, Death and Michelob Ultra. You know, when you mix the two, they just didn't go together. I'm also saying all this out loud.
It's strange rumblings that death would return now. It's honestly been over 100+ years, and most people don't know about him. But we had heard, again, rumors that he was back, and his following seems to be growing.
Do you know anything about his following? Like, where are these, like, where are his members at? Do you know, like, do they meet somewhere?
I don't know of a meeting place, but the rumors definitely started up north near the ghouls territory. But it's probably just rumors.
Should we head towards the ghoul area?
We could.
Honestly, I think, well, so here's an idea. They were possibly left that scroll for us. I don't know why. What was Death calling it? What did Death call it? A note? Or mail?
A letter.
A letter? Yeah, he called it a letter. I remember getting a scroll, but he said it was a letter. Maybe they're the same thing. I don't know. So that means one of his followers was at that camp that we had set up. And they left that note there.
Here's the thing. I think we should go back and see the ghouls. Because I think that I can persuade them to at least help you talk to him about getting Zaratoth's soul back. If I can't talk them into it, well then, you know, we can always arena into it.
You know what else we need to do? What? Is there a way to talk to Archangel Michelob Power?
Well, yes. You would have to travel to their territory and gain an audience with the master.
That was the ghouls, right? Did I miss
No,
it?
It's further north.
Archangels are much more
They
northern.
have their own area.
Hmm.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Let's go talk to Michelob.
Yeah, we could travel towards the Archangels and maybe see if he has an idea on how to get Zaratoth back.
Right.
And if we get no response there, we can go to the ghouls.
Kind of want to retrace our steps to where that letter told us to go and go back the opposite way and see if that, or see if we can pick up the tracks of anybody that left that scroll.
Well, I will say this. Traveling to the Master of Archangels is quite a travel and will take months. The longer that you take, the longer his soul is separated from his body, the less likely it'll be to be able to rejoin.
So we
There's not a way to communicate otherwise.
I mean, there's always prayer, or you could find some of his followers and use them as a median.
I ask if there's any of the followers for the Archangel anywhere in here.
As it's rumor, we wouldn't know for sure.
I grab a hold of ask if I can grab a hold of Zaratoth's necklace.
I don't see why not.
So I grab it and say, Mr. Angel Man, sir, can you hear me? Can you bring my friend Zaratoth back? Mr. Death has him.
You don't seem to get any kind of response or reaction.
Mr. Deadwolf, you tried.
Maybe if we all try together.
Okay, let's all try together. Mr. Angel Michelob Man, guy, thing. You please
Michelob!
bring my friend Zaratoth's body back, or his soul back. Mr. Death has it.
We have
Nothing.
vital information for you, Mr. Archangel Michelob.
I keep saying it over and over again and keep trying and keep trying.
not repeat the same thing and try.
Death is back in your
Nope.
lands.
So you guys continue trying, and nothing seems to be happening.
Maybe we can make our ways to the ghouls then? If that's not working.
Yeah, I say we go to the ghouls.
How long did he say Zara's body lasts?
He didn't really say, he just said the longer it takes, the least likely it'll be.
The archangels are further than the ghouls.
I wonder if this master guy can talk to the Archangel guy.
Oh, like the masters can talk to each other? Probably, right?
It's like, maybe we could try master.
That
Here.
sounds legit.
I'm gonna go to the master house.
Oh my god, and if one master could slap death in the face, another master could probably do the same thing.
Alright, so you make your way to the master's house. The guard stops you. Can I help you?
Yes.
Yes, I need to get an audience with the master, please.
In what regard?
I am on a mission to get a chalice for him. But one of my teammates that goes with me, the one that keeps me alive while I'm doing this kind of stuff, he died. And now death have his soul. And I need to see if the master can talk to Archangel masters and get my friend's soul back.
Do you have the sigil?
No, I'm working on the challenge. I haven't even get a sigil yet. But the master knows my name. You can tell him Oleandra is here.
I suggest you complete your task and get the sigil before you ask a favor of the master.
Oh my god, Zaramux, what are you doing?
Making
It's
a
like-
fake.
He's like forcing himself to die out of this campaign is what he's doing. He's giving us no options except to let him die.
And go to the ghouls.
Go to the
I mean,
ghouls.
you have options. You just don't want to actually do anything. You just want it fixed now.
Well, I don't want his body to die if it takes us too long to get to this place.
How far is
Trying-
the ghouls
So we're
from
trying to
where we
figure out the
are?
quickest way to do that
The ghouls is about a week's travel.
within the tacos. Yeah.
So you have.
We're gonna
I
go
really
back.
shouldn't be saying this. You have a week's travel to the ghouls. You have however long it takes you to get the chalice, or you have however long it takes you to retrace your steps from the letter.
I say we
Well,
go and
there's
get the
that.
challenge. Or the steps.
You want to try and go get the chalice?
Yeah. I mean, we have Kafir. She can heal us.
You still have some potions.
No, I don't have any potions.
Oh, you have one potion.
I have one.
left.
I don't have one.
What
Should we
exactly
just like
did the letter
strap
say?
Zara? Should we just strap Zara to our back? Maybe if we like move his hands and like make his mouth say the spell, it'll still work, and we can still use his body to cast spells for us.
So the letter basically cautioned you from going through the river. It told you to take the long way around to get treasure.
Which was so we could go back and trace that too. See if that leads us back to.
Oh, and also said that you would die if you took the path of the river.
I remember that.
I don't know what makes the most sense. This is a hard decision to make.
What do you think, Kafir?
Either I don't think we should continue with the chalice quest just because if one of us already died, we don't want the rest of us to. So it'd either be following the letter or head towards the ghouls, which is only a week out.
Let's go to the ghouls. I have a feeling they can be persuaded.
Okay.
All right, so you guys start heading out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a minute with Zara for a second.
Okay,
I'll
we'll
be
wait out here.
Back on Zaratoth's body.
What?
Don't be teabagging Zaratoth's body.
I can do anything I want to this character's body. It's just there, laying on a slab, so helpless and defenseless. Did Zartoth have any potions on him?
He had one.
I'm gonna take that from him.
Wiping the dead body.
Steal from
Yeah.
a dead body.
He's not gonna need it. And this is to save him, okay? So it cancels out. How much money does Zartoth have on him?
He has 1 gold.
He's 1 gold left because he bought this extravagant thing that he didn't have enough gold to buy.
Oh, he had
I think
enough.
he did if he has 1 gold left.
He did not have 1,000 gold. Zartoth did not have 1,000 gold.
You don't know how much he started with.
Not 1,000. I kind of
Probably invested the rest of his money into this resurrection place, and it's probably hidden here somewhere, so you can't find it.
Well, no. So I was gonna take some of the stuff so that these people couldn't steal it from him. because his body's gonna be here, left with them for who knows how long.
Urge.
These are holy people.
I don't know if you've met many holy people, but they're pretty handsy. Okay.
Zaratov wasn't holy peoples.
Was he?
And
though?
he wasn't the one that stole from you.
That was me.
That was you, but you're also not here. I'm in here by myself. I'm just talking to you guys out of character, okay? As like, what should we grab? What should I take from Zara's body that we might need?
Sorry, Deadwolf, that's not detachable.
Zara doesn't. Ooh, I checked to see how big Zara's wee-wee is. I looked his drawers up. How big is it?
He's a grower, not a shower.
I just look at his body's closed eyes, and I'm like, nice. You started it, bro. You made me finish that joke. Okay, his mace is a strength weapon, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that the only thing like valuable he has on that to steal?
Pretty much, other than his armor.
I mean, we'll notice it if you take his armor. Probably notice if they take the mace too, but I'm gonna take his mace too, just in case. I'm just gonna set my inventory. That's probably safe to say. I take his one too. You don't need. I take his one.
What if it's like where he needs a coin for the boat in the afterlife, man?
I mean, he should have thought about that when he spent all his money resurrecting himself and not leaving enough for the fair, the boat fare. That's probably safe. Okay. And then I'll leave. I'll meet these guys outside.
Alright. So he comes back out, and you guys make your way to the ghoul land. Now, the question is, do you take the path that you came, or are you going to take the river?
The
The
path we-
river.
It
The
told us
river.
not to take the river. It said avoid
Exactly.
the river.
Exactly.
It said
So
we would
take-
die if we took the river, but Zara
we
died
take-
even though we took the path.
True.
Exactly. So these mofos don't even know what they're talking about. And I want to find out who it is because technically this is all their fault. And I'm going to blame them for the time being. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep.
But we can't find clues if we don't go on the path that we came on.
Well, we followed the river up to the point that we were at because we were on the river. We left the river to go to the road. So we just followed the river all the way back up to where backwards, a different direction. They wouldn't even know we're coming.
Okay.
Mhm. So that'll at least lead us right back to where we were before we devoured, like, took a different path. And then maybe we'll find clues.
Alright, so you guys procure a boat for the travel. A small little boat. It's very wobbly.
Yeah,
I hope
boat.
none of you get motion sickness or seasickness.
Are there bigger boats?
Thanks, Zara.
Do what, Deadwolf?
Are there better boats?
Not that you can afford.
Didn't ask that. I asked if there were better boats.
Yes, there are better boats.
Okay. What do I see around these better boats?
Mostly specters walking on and off, disappearing, showing back up.
Wants to steal a boat.
I mean, that's for Zaratoth. My chaotic nature is starting to come out. So it's about to go off the cuff. I don't think we can steal from these things, though. So I guess it's this boat.
All right.
And they're not going to help us with a sigil, so...
Right.
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So you guys start heading out by boat. The trip to the Ghoul Land take about 4 days instead of the whole week. As you're going through the first couple of days, there's nothing really extravagant that occurs. But on the third day, as you're passing through, you see the little shanties on the side of the river. And Deadwolf, roll a religion check.
Oh.
You 100% know that these shanties are marked by death.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the boat off to the side of the road. Or to the side of the river. Road. It's a water road. Pull it off to the side of the water road. How many shanties are there?
You see about 3 of them.
Okay. Alejandro, we need to sneak up on this place and get some intel. This is the place we're looking for, I think. We need to find somebody, and then we need to torture them almost until they die, but we don't let them die, okay? We'll keep, like, healing them and torturing them over and over again until they tell us how to get Zara's soul back.
Okay, you got it.
Right?
That's me too.
So a 13 and a 20.
Get good, scrub. How does
Actually, that would have been a 1. That would have been a 1, so I can re-roll that, right?
Huh?
Yes.
What you talking about?
That's better.
There we go.
Where it was a 1, I can re-roll. Because of lucky.
Oh, you have a fucking plus 13 stealth? Jesus. That's Narnar Binks. What do I have? A plus 5. Yep. So we're both sneaky. I guess we're both sneaky. Okay. We're gonna sneak up. We gotta check to see if there's anybody here. So we're gonna sneak up on these shacks on the river.
Right, so as you sneak up, you hear low chanting.
See where the low chanting is coming from.
Inside the shanty.
Okay, so I want to
Just
look and
just
see
one
if
of
there
them?
is a...
Yes, just one of
the
them.
shanties. The other shanties seem to be quiet.
Seem to be, yes.
I want to look and see if there is a back way to get in.
That's a good idea, Z's. Look for all entrances and exits.
There is only one entrance.
Really? Is there any way to lock this door from the outside?
I mean, if you can get creative enough, possibly.
Oh.
Oh, I can use my lock picking stuff, right? Can I do something with my lock picking things to kind of mess up the lock?
I suppose that's a thing to try.
What would I roll for that?
Your lock picking.
don't know where that's at on my thing.
It should be your tool on the left side.
Thieves tool. Just click on it.
Probably.
Did that do anything?
No.
Huh.
Clicking it doesn't just show it in the.
Oh, it says attributes strength, input value, attribute strength.
No.
No, it would be Dex.
Dex.
14.
Is that right though? Sounded like it might not be
So-
set up right.
You fumble. No, is that so? 1d20 plus 6 plus 0. Yeah, that's right. Because
What's
it's.
the plus 0 though? Because that don't look right. That should either be something or nothing. Okay.
But she rolled a 2. So you fumble around with the lock and don't seem to get one way or the other.
I whisper to Dead Wolf and I say, I could just burn this place down.
That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna take. Watch this. I'm gonna take Zaramux's mace and I'm gonna push it against the door. Wedge it against the door so they can't. Wait, how does this door open?
Door
Inside or
opens
outside?
in.
You know what? Get ready to cast your exploding ice spell that does a lot of damage in small places. Okay?
Okay. Okay. So I get ready with my ice spell.
Okay. Ooh, these are cantrips, so I can just blast off a bunch of these. I'm gonna like sneak around the house and like firebolt different corners of the house so the house catches on fire from all corners and make my way back to the door that Ziz is watching.
And
Okay.
as they come out the door, I'm gonna hit them.
And on the roof. And on the roof.
So, as soon as you do the first firebolt, that makes enough noise to where they start trying to head out.
Does it make any noise though?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
One, it's a verbal spell, which means you literally have to shout out or.
Firebolt.
And two, the impact on the wood is definitely going to make a noise.
Does it have to though like make impact? Can I like not shoot it?
No, you have to shoot it. It's not like what's the
No,
spell?
this says I throw it. I hurl it.
Okay, so you hurl it. Either way, there's an impact.
Or I don't hurl, I just place.
You burn
Right.
your hand.
I mean, it's coming out of my hand anyways, right? Where does the spell come from?
Your butt.
A flammable. Let me see what this is coming. Flammable object hit by the spell ignites. If it isn't being worn or carried, the spell's damage is increased by 1d10. Oh gosh. This spell does a lot of damage if it hits somebody now. So you're saying just casting one is gonna make a lot of. It's gonna hurt everybody.
I mean, it's not a loud explosion, but when the fact that they're low chanting and then there's suddenly a different kind of sound, yes, it's going to alert them.
Okay, then I'm gonna want to burn the house a little different. If it's gonna do that, because I'm just gonna want to throw it at the. Like I'll just throw one at the roof.
Okay, so you throw the one at the roof, it starts to
Watch the
flame, and
front door with these.
they start trying to make their way out. The door opens.
And as they do, I
Give these.
Hey, go ahead and
I'm
cast.
gonna also cast chromatic. one's gonna also be fired.
You also have to roll to hit, though.
And me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
I think both of us do, right?
Oh, so D20?
It's 1d20 plus your casting proficiency.
I don't.
Is there a way to just
That is.
like cast a spell by? Oh, never mind. I think I answered my own
You mean my
question.
spell attack damage?
Yes.
Oh, good God.
Damn, that's not good.
Well, that's what I tried to do. So let's make sure I don't blow my
I need a
hand
straight
off
roll d20.
Like it's a firework. Oh, good God.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be fun. All right. So, hold on. Let me see something.
I mean, take backsies.
What are you using? Fire, lightning,
It was fire.
fire.
It was just more
Okay.
fire, yeah.
Okay.
It's only 4
So-
inches of fire. It's not.
As the door opens, Oleron just shoots out her ice blast that hits and explodes. You see 3, we'll call them cultists, die. They just drop over and die. Meantime, Deadwolf is shooting out a chromatic orb that somehow seems to bounce off of the house and back to his face, and he no longer has eyebrows.
Dang it, those were my best eyebrows.
Okay, do I need to roll damage for ones at the...
They're dead.
Oh, okay.
All of them? She killed everybody in the house?
Yep.
I want to go in and inspect. Oh, I want to check for traps first.
Careful, the house is on fire. Pull some of their bodies out. Yeah, I'll try to do that. I'll try and pull some of their bodies.
You're asking the little half person to drag some bodies out. Be funny.
You always talk about how strong you is.
Okay, let me try
I'm
to pull
just-
a body out.
Okay, I'm just saying, you saying you strong, I'm believing you. Use the alpha. You beat my ass. You should be able to move
Lucky,
a body. That's all I'm
Lucky.
saying. That's all I'm
Lucky.
saying.
Lucky.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I try to pull a
Okay,
body out.
hold on. You don't get lucky when you roll a 2.
It was -2, so that means it was a 2, right?
No,
Or it
negative
was a
2 is
0?
your modifier.
I rolled
Oh.
4.
You actually
Dang.
rolled a 4.
Oh. I hate math tonight, okay?
She's like
So
lucky instantly all the time.
She's
boy.
trying to pull a body out, but you can see she's definitely struggling. And they're kind of scrawny, like they haven't eaten in a while.
Can I just check
God
his
damn.
pockets?
Apparently, I can barely pull anyone out.
Yeah, Deadwolf's having a hard time too.
I'm not
check
touching
the
nothing. Nothing's coming after me.
Well, I don't.
Matt,
You're probably still just watching us from the bushes, like these guys are terrible.
Pretty much. I'm just like, I'm not touching nothing. This is a
Matt, investigate
church.
these people's bodies. See if I can find anything on them.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's do that. What are we doing?
No, I didn't find that.
I just want bodies. There's
So-
bodies to check.
They all are wearing black robes, tattered black robes. And you can see Deadwolf, the mark of death on each of their backs, on their right shoulder.
It's on their cloaks.
Their cloaks are just plain black cloaks.
And what's the symbol on?
Their
Their
body.
body.
It's like
their
burned
bodies.
onto their body.
Okay. I take one of my daggers and I put 3 slashes through all of them. Same with like the symbols that are on the outside of these buildings. The same.
Alright,
3
so
claw
you
marks through 'em.
go ahead and desecrate all of the Death God's
Yep.
markings.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm definitely 100% desecrating everything. And taking a deep breath and relishing in this moment of glory. While also leaving behind my mark so people will know that I'm a Death Seeker and hunt all of those who worship death in this world.
You notice one last thing. As you're carving into the symbols on their backs, you flip them over. They died with a huge grin on their face.
Gosh.
Can I like make their grins like frowny faces?
You can hurriedly try to do so, but the shanty is on fire.
Wait, so you guys burned down the church?
Potentially, yes. Okay, let's go check the other ones.
Actually, I didn't burn down the church. I just ice knifed the people in it.
And her ice knife wouldn't
God.
have put out any of the fire.
We're all
No.
going to hell.
Okay. I mean, technically, we're doing this world's good god's work. Technically.
Don't know about that one, but okay.
I'm like 98% sure we're doing a good thing. We're saving Zara, so that's the other 2%, which makes me believe this is 100% a good idea. And I might just be slightly spiteful and mischievous.
Just slightly.
Okay, so you wanted to check the other shanties. You go through them. You find dead goats. And that's about it.
That's it. Nothing. No indicators or nothing. We didn't like see no books or nothing in the first one. Like nothing that would maybe give us a hint to more locations or people's.
Fortunately not.
You said no.
No, unfortunately not. But you do recall that Zaratoth told you to kill the followers.
Yeah, but this might not be all of them. Might not be all of them.
Well, we keep looking.
Yeah, we searched the area.
Yeah.
See if there's any tracks or anything leading to like more areas or more stuff in the woods, maybe, or whatever we're around. Swampy stuff.
Alright, give me an investigate.
Investigation. So good at investigating, kind of good.
I guess we did it.
A little above average investigator.
I don't see
She's not so
nothing.
well. She's not the best investigator there ever was.
My rolls are crap tonight.
She tries, bless her heart. Is she not
After-
that good at investigating?
A good amount of time searching, you do not really come up with any kind of leads.
I guess it's time for us to get back on the boat. So I get back on the boat.
I'll go back on the boat.
Back on the boat, and we keep going up the river to the Ghouls area. I keep a lookout in case there's more shacks.
Alright, so as you all are traveling, you do not notice anything suspicious, and you make it to the ghoul land.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a short nap. I'm gonna take a nap while we're there. While we're on the boat. Actually, I'll wait till we get there to the ghouls, and then I'll take a nap.
They had 12 health, so I'm kind of glad we killed those guys in like 12 health isn't very much.
To the ghoul land we are.
Okay, we need to go talk to him.
Yeah, I don't remember where the master's house is at.
This is the one right in the middle. The town.
I'm going to the master's house.
This-
All right. So you
oh,
make it
it's
to
not
the
what I'm paying.
master's house, and you are greeted by the guards.
Hello, Mr. Guard. Do you remembered me?
Oh, yes, you're the one that almost killed the champion.
Yes.
I mean, not really, but you survived, so there's that.
Is the master in? I have a Sybil.
I'll have essentials. Haha!
Yes, one moment, we can see if the master's free.
Thank you.
One of the guards walks away, and after about 4 minutes, he comes back and says, yes, the master is willing to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember that this is going to be slightly difficult too because the angels and the ghouls are not on good terms. If we remember correctly.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I got this.
But if we can convince the ghouls, like, hey, death took him, maybe just maybe.
And the ghouls also don't like this death. They didn't know about him either.
I'm
At least
gonna.
the ones we
Okay,
asked.
so I'm gonna whisper to Dead Wolf and Omicron, and I'll say, we should try to tell the master about how some of his ghoul peoples fall death, so they're basically putting somebody else higher above him, and he's the master. He should be the highest of all highs.
Oh, what were those? Those things were ghouls?
They were human.
They were human.
Oh. Well, then we should just tell him we're looking for somebody who can help us, fallens, or who does not like death.
We should also ask him if he's heard of death in this world
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, we should ask them that.
Okay.
Do you want to talk, Mr. Deadwolf, or you want me to do it?
No, you're the talker, remember? You're the one who said.
Hey, I got this.
You got this.
I got this.
Right, so you're escorted to the master, and the master goes, oh, greetings.
Hello, Mr. Master, sir.
What can I do for you this day?
I have a serious predicament and I need to ask you some questions. Have you ever heard of this person named Death?
Person? No.
God, spirit, whatever he is?
Ah. I had heard tales back a long time ago that there was a god around here that proclaimed himself Death, but he was banished from these lands.
How did y'all banish him? Because he took our friend Zartov's soul and we need to get it back.
Well, many people say that there was a archangel that got rid of him, but the truth is, one of the gods, Celestria, gave her power to the archangel. So, in reality, it was Celestria that banished him.
So this Lestria person don't have no more powers?
Celestria is a god that's worshipped by the fallen.
Do you have any fallens in the town right now? Because our friend Zaratov, he was a fallen, I think. Because he went to a church. I didn't ever go to a church. But he go to a church, and now his soul gone.
Well, there are no fallen here, I can assure you of that. But I did receive word from the Master of Spectres that you guys would be headed here. and I was to let you know that 2 days ago, or maybe it was yesterday, I can't remember, your friend was revived.
So he's back alive now?
That is my understanding.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mustard, sir. You've been such a wonderful help.
I don't know how I've helped you, but sure.
Because now my heart is filled with happiness.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, sir. Thank you very much for all your help. Appreciate it.
Very well. Good day.
Good day
Good day to you, Mr. Sir.
My eye's twitching now. Just saying.
So, everybody heard it, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess we do get Zaratov now.
Should probably go say to the fucking. Should probably go say hi to everybody while we're here.
Yeah, we probably should.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so you make your way around town, you give greetings. Is there anything specific you'd like to do?
I want to go see that armored guy.
Yeah.
Alright. So you make it over. Welcome.
Hi, Mr. Armored Guy. I have a question for you.
Sure, what can I help you with?
Do you have any magic daggers?
I don't know. My brother has disappeared.
No, he did.
What?
I remember. He had. Well, I actually only remember one of them because they were all the same. They had like one of every weapon.
Without his brother, he doesn't know what's what.
But
Oh,
yeah, so it was like when you
missing.
stabbed or attacked with it, it would like shoot a fireball off like inside the monster or something. It was like three. That was like a sword, Skimtar, because I couldn't have fucking afford it. Otherwise, I would have bought it. Daggers. There was probably axes too that did it too. There was a few other. But I just remember that kind of fireball one. It's not a
Your
real
brother-
fireball.
Where did your brother disappear to?
I'm not sure. I saw him one day wearing a black cloak and heading out of town, and I haven't seen him since.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Whoa. Well, those were humans. Okay. What did the black cloak look like?
Didn't look like anything special.
Were there? Have you seen your brother's back without that robe on?
Not for a while, no.
Okay, there might be. This could be. Your brother might have forsaken the master and went to worship a new god.
My
Just a
brother would
hunch,
never do such a thing.
But we killed some humans that were wearing black robes, and they were worshiping a different god, a new god in this world called Death.
I couldn't believe that he would betray the master. That makes no sense to me.
That don't make sense either. That's why the only way to know is if he has the brand on his back, like the mark of death on him. I'll show him what the mark of death looks like in case he's seen it on. I'll just like sketch it and show him what it looks like.
Give
Or,
me a
well, I guess I
performance
would have
roll.
something with it on it already, but now mine has 3 claw marks through it.
Yep. Give me a performance roll for drawing.
Performance roll, that's what you get as your
All right. So you show him the symbol, and to your recollection, it looks exactly like it. He takes a look at it and says, "No, I can't say that I've ever seen this one."
Well, if your brother turns up and this is on him, that's the only way to know that I know of, other than just asking him and then him telling you the truth.
And you said it was on their back?
Right? It was on their backs, right? Or on their chest?
It was on their back, their right shoulder.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, I
That's
mean,
what I
I guess
remember
I'll
him
keep a
on.
lookout, but I can't fathom that my brother would betray the master like that. But then again, it is odd that he hasn't returned, so I don't really know what to make of all this.
Do you know where he might have gone? Maybe we need to save him.
Nobody said anything, but I know he's not the only ghoul that's left.
Do you have one of those, what are they called? Do you not have a communication stone for you and your brother?
What?
Like a communication stone. I don't know what they're called, but you attune them to yourselves. Like you one and your brother one. And then you give each other those those stones, and you can communicate with each other over distances.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like a walkie-talkie. You ever heard of a walkie-talkie?
No.
A rocky that lets you talkie, you know?
I haven't.
No.
No.
Because you got bags of holding. Got those though.
Oh, yes. Didn't he? No, he already sold the one he had.
How did? Because Zara has one. How did Zara get his again?
Because he got the one from him. Yeah, he sold it.
He only had one.
Yep.
He has no other bags. He doesn't have a bag of cooling, a bag of herbalism, a bag.
Problem is, he wouldn't have any idea what magic was on anything right now.
Because he needs his brother.
Okay, when your brother gets back here, maybe like label stuff, you know, like put tags on stuff that say what they do and what they are. That way you can actually make money while your brother's gone.
Well, I've never expected him to be gone.
Well, I mean, he was gone when we were here, and we had to wait for him to come back to you to know what was there. So you lost cells from us, and who knows how many other people you lost cells from.
Did not lose any cells. You came back.
You'd be a better businessman if you just do what I'm saying, you know?
You don't piss him off.
No, we're cool. I'm cool with all the blacksmiths. I always make it cool with the blacksmith.
Anyways, if you're done insulting me, is there anything else you need?
I wasn't insulting you. I'm sorry you perceived it that way.
You can leave now.
Those were compliments, sir. And a good idea to help you further better your business. So you're welcome. I know when I come back here next time, if you ever see your brother, this stuff's going to be labeled. I know it. That or you could memorize what your brother says and remember what it is, then maybe wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm.
He's just going about his business,
Oh
ignoring you.
Hold on. I'm going to grab the scimitar that I remember is the fall scimitar. And I'm going to say, okay, I just want this regular scimitar. I'll just take this.
Sorry, bud. Without my brother here, I can't verify if it's the regular or not. So, you can have it at 1,000 gold.
Clearly, this one's regular. Special about it.
You can have it for 1,000 gold.
You can suck a D. Because that's not how much it was when I asked this time.
Yeah, last
How
time
much
you
I
didn't
remember
insult
again?
me.
250.
Last time you didn't insult me. 1,000 gold or get out.
I didn't insult you this time either. I don't know why you think I insulted you. I was gonna try and help find your brother, but the way you're acting, quite rude, frankly. And I'm
I
a
don't
little
need
offended.
your help. Leave.
A little offended. Okay, what do you guys want to do? I think.
So I can
I
tell that
think-
the blacksmith is getting irritated, and before he gets any further irritated, I look at Deadwolf and I say, Deadwolf, let's go.
I'm already outside. Guys, I think we need to tell the master here maybe that some of his rules have been hurt like that. Not say which ones, but to say that he needs to look into rumors about it.
Okay, let's go back.
Aha.
So you go back and the guard. Oh, you're back?
Yeah, I have a
This-
sybil.
It's important. It's important.
Unfortunately, the master's no longer here.
What do you mean?
You
It's
know what a
been
master
like-
is? This is like very, very important.
like-
This cannot wait.
Like, can't wait.
The master went to go investigate some troubling rumors he heard. I don't know when he'll be back.
Can I
Where
ask
did he
a
go?
question?
Where did he go so we can help him?
I don't know. I didn't follow. And what's your question?
Is he investigating rumors of people, believing in somebody other than him, a higher powered?
I mean, I can't officially say, but it's always possible.
What's always possible, we need to talk to him about it, because there's some people in the town that, on the wrong path, and they need to get back on the master's path. We're trying to tell him that.
Well, I think if he's investigating that, if he is, then he probably already knows.
Did he take any guards with him? Because he's probably gonna need help.
The master doesn't
he's-
need help.
No, he might. Maybe. I mean, maybe, though, but it doesn't hurt, you know? Probably not, but, like, it doesn't hurt to send somebody to look out for him. We could go look out for him for you and tell us where he went.
I couldn't tell you where he went. I didn't go with him.
But he should tell somebody where he goes.
I mean, would you tell your dog where you were going every time you left?
Probably does.
Yeah? That sounds right, actually.
Oh, well, we don't do that here, you see.
When I usually when I look at my dog Zara, I'm like, bro, my dog, homie, yo Skillet, I'm going over there. And then sometimes he comes with me, sometimes he doesn't.
Well,
That makes
see,
sense.
the master doesn't divulge his information to us. We're his servants. We serve him, he does not serve us.
Yeah, so as his servants, you should know where he is in case you serve him.
Only if
Gosh,
he
you
wants
guys
us
are-
to.
The worst servants. You guys need to kick it up a notch.
Has anybody ever told you you're kind of rude?
Maybe.
Deadwolf.
But like, I'm kind of stressed out because like my best friend just died, but now he might be back. So it's like, but like, I don't really know if he's back yet because I haven't seen that he's back yet. But we heard.
Then
that
what
he's
are you
back,
still doing
so I don't
here?
Really know. We're
Dead wolf.
investigating.
Deadwolf.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
We need to go see if Zaratoth is alive. If the master went out on his own, there's nothing we can do if we can't find him. But
Okay, we need to get
you
back.
saw
to
how
our-
easy it was for me to kill him, so
We need to go back and get to a boat.
Alright, so you guys head back to the Spectre Town?
Yes.
Okay. After 4 days of nothing eventful?
Ooh, when we pass by those shacks, the ones I didn't burn down, I want to burn down as we pass by them.
Okay, so you take a couple minutes to burn them down. They burn. And then finally, you make it back to Toltem.
I want to check and see if Zaratoth is alive.
I check first to see if Zaratoth is alive.
I mean, as the alpha of the pack, would you really go first?
In this scenario, yes, because technically Zara's another pup. So the pups always meet up first to be like, "What's up, my dude? What's up, my dude?" And then the alpha is like just watching it from a distance.
Alright, so you all make it to the church, and Zaratoth walks out. However, he seems different somehow. Deadwolf, you remember your impression the first time you saw him, where he had this kind of glow about him. That glow no longer seems to be there.
Do I notice that he doesn't have a glow?
You don't really notice anything different.
I don't
Who
know.
are you and where's Zaratoth?
What do you mean?
You're not Zaratoth or something. You're not Zaratoth. Who's in Zaratoth's body?
Check his back. Check his back.
Check my back for what?
Well, why would he have it? But like, I mean, maybe actually, I want my check. My check, just to be sure.
Okay, I guess I'll consent. So he removes his breastplate and his back piece. And on his back, you notice the symbol of death.
Sorry about this, buddy. It's time for you to worship a new god. And I put 3 cut marks through it.
As you put 3 cut marks through it, the cuts vanish and it is remaining completely intact.
Zaratoth, if he can come lower to me, cause I'm small.
He's got the mark of death.
Okay, so he basically goes down on his knees.
I grab a hold of his necklace and I say, Mr. Michelob, sir, Zaratoth is not good no more. Make him good again. On his cross.
Oh, actually, you should actually ask the god that gave Michelob the power. You should
I don't
actually
remember the name.
Pray to that god.
Shandy or something.
Was it? It wasn't Shandy, right? It was. Shit, now I can't remember what it was. I thought I remember.
What was the name?
If Alma, you're talking to us, you're muted to us.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you the name. That was for you to remember.
Dang. I should have wrote it down. I forgot to.
I think
Top
I
art
did. Was it
person.
Ezatel? Was it?
Was it what?
Zazitalia?
No.
Singer Ashanti.
So as you're like talking to his
Maybe it was
cross,
Ashanti. That sounds
he's
right.
kind of looking at you and
It was Ashanti.
what are you doing? No,
That's
it
what
was
it
not
was.
Ashanti.
Yes, it was, bro. I remember what you said. That's what it was. That's what it was.
It was not Ashanti.
Yes, it was, bro. Yes, it was. It was Ashanti. It's some weird names, bro.
It's not Ashanti.
Ashanti isn't a weird. I mean, you don't hear it nowadays, but in the 90s, it
That
was.
shit. He said Ashanti. I remember Zara said.
You're so full of crap. It was not Ashanti.
Oh, then what is it?
Oh, I'm not telling you.
It was Ashanti, guys. We're right.
It's not gonna work.
Oh,
Anyways,
Ares.
no, it was not Aris.
Dionysus?
Afraid to Ashanti?
Okay, anyways, Zara looks at you and why are you yelling at my cross?
What do you remember? You might not be Zara.
I remember falling in the dungeon, and then I remember waking up here, which means I died because I paid for a resurrection before we went to the dungeon. But I don't remember really anything in between because I guess I was dead.
You were also in Death's belly.
In whose belly?
Death's.
Who is Death?
And since you were in his belly,
As he says, "Who is Death?" the mark on his back begins to glow.
yeah, and you come back with the mark of death on your back.
He starts grimacing in pain. He's already on his knees, otherwise he would have fell to them. But he's grimacing in pain, agony, as this mark is glowing. And after a few seconds it stops, and he seems relieved.
I try with all my strength I have to pull his cross off his neck and stick it to his back. And say, by the power of Shanti, you be healed.
Shanti!
Everybody around is kind of looking at you oddly, but it has no kind of effect.
What the god is that fucking Michelob.
Yeah, let's ask the clergyman here what the god is.
Okay, so you asked the clergy.
Also, you gave a Zaratov back defective.
You asked the clergy, and he says, "Oh, are you talking about the fallen god, Alestria?"
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, Shanti.
So I grab the cross again and go, by the power of Alestria, you healed.
Nothing happens.
Alestria, please heal your baby.
And he kind of looks up to Deadwolf and says, What's happening to me?"
Basically, Death has come to this world that he's been banished from before because of your, the master of the fallen, banished him from this world before. So because that happened and he's made his way back in here, he's back at that guy. So he took your soul, and I went to try and get it back from him because he's being a little, beezy, and I may or may not have put my wiener on him because I was naked. I don't know why I was naked. That's kind of weird that way. And he wouldn't give your soul back, but then you were telling me, because I could hear you somehow, probably because we're bros, homeo dizzle skillets, you know what I'm saying? To destroy his followers here. So I did that, and now you're kind of back, but you're not back. Something's weird about you.
So as you're talking, right as you end, you hear Zaratoth's voice in your head saying, "You fell to my plan perfectly. Thank you for that, you simpleton."
What you been
And
talking
then you
about?
hear Death's laugh, basically.
Wait, Death's voice is coming from Zaratoth?
No. You heard Deadwolf in your head, just like before, when Death would talk to you, except it was Zaratoth's voice. Until the very end when he started laughing, and then you recognized Death's laugh.
Fuck, I don't know what that means.
Alestris, please.
Well, anyways,
my
we're
friend
gonna kill Death instead of just banishing him from this world. We're gonna kill him, and if he's got a heart, I'm gonna eat it. So that's going to be exciting.
You don't have a heart.
I mean, if he had a belly to eat something, he's probably got a heart.
Yeah, but he's a heartless little bastard.
I mean, emotionally, maybe. Not really, though. He's spiteful and acts like a little child, so, like, there's that. And he thinks he's gonna get his way, but gosh, he's going to die, and it's going to suck. Because I was kind of rooting for him, back in our other world. But now, not so much.
Were you at least able to retrieve the chalice?
Who's that? Is that Zaratov?
Yeah, that's Zaratov.
I'm gonna slap Zaratov and be like, "You shush, mister! We
Roll
figure
to
out
attack.
you first." Huh?
Roll to attack.
It's not lethal, yo.
Oh, you're slapping him, so it's a 1d20 plus your strength modifier. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think death might actually be inside Zara.
So he avoids your slap. Deadwolf, what the hell are you doing?
I mean, you gonna talk to me like that, mister? Because you're not Zaratov? And if you're death inside Zaratov, that just means that I can kill you. So you better watch your step, mister. You fucking treaded like the ice is really thin. You're about to fall in. Fucking you getting way over your head. You get cocky. You know what happens when you get cocky. I know what happens.
You try to kill me, Deadwolf, and I'll let Oleandra kill you and I won't heal you.
No, we're not talking about you, Zara. We're talking about death who's inside you probably right now. Manipulating you somehow.
I don't feel anything inside of me, except for irritation and the fact that you just tried to slap me for nothing.
No, it's not for nothing. You came back with the mark of death on your back. That's not nothing. Explain that, mister.
Sir?
You explain that,
Mr. Death Sir, you around here, come out and face me like a man.
Yeah.
I can't explain why I have this
close.
mark. I was dead.
Zara, and I whisper in his ear, "I know how big your baby is." And I just back up and I just mean mug him the whole time.
He comes up to you.
What?
He whispers in your ear. It's okay. I'm a grower, not a shower.
We'll never know then, I guess.
Not with your attitude, mister. Can't believe that I just died.
Zaratov, look,
I come back.
Not even Zaratov, because he's not even concerned about this mark of death on his back.
And you guys are treating me like I have the plague.
There's just a bad mark on the back, Mr. Zard. And there's a bad guy that wants to make people do bad things, and he puts that mark on their back, and then they're no longer good like you was so good before. And we just want to make sure you're good again. And so we need that mark to go away. In order to do that, we have to pray to your God, to your Eladria God.
So, Zara dumbfoundedly looks at the clergy and says, "Can you please inspect this?" The clergy takes a look. Oh, you've been cursed, my child.
Cursed?
quite say what kind of curse it is, but I can definitely feel the curse magic coming from this marking.
Can we get the curse off him?
Well, there's two ways to get rid of a curse. A very powerful wizard, or kill the cursor.
We try the wizard first. Do you have a wizard in here?
I'm afraid you won't find any of those around here, no.
What
In
are you
fact,
talking about? There's a wizard right in front of you.
the last great wizard we heard of was
Pew pew.
up from the north, the very far north.
Okay, then I need you to do me a favor, Mr. Deadwolf, sir.
I'm off to kill death. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Mr. Deadwolf, sir.
Because he cursed by holding me on the back.
Mr. Deadwolf, sir.
Yep.
I need you to do me a favor.
Kill death. Got it.
No,
And he is hard.
killed me.
And cut off his wiener if he's got one and wear it as a necklace so that he always remembers.
I need you to kill me.
Well, I can't kill you. I would have to die.
Okay, you asked for it.
I mean, not right now.
I had already stabbed him once.
I mean, she's gonna miss.
I mean, unless he's willing, you both have to roll.
Okay, what do I roll? 1d20?
No, Deadwolf don't have to roll, it's just his armor. But yeah, you have to roll your regular attack with a dagger. Or whatever weapon you're using.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you miss.
Okay, I'm gonna use what is it called? When a creature misses you with a melee action, then one superiority dice to make a melee attack against the creature. So in this case, I'm just gonna like boop her on the head.
I'm gonna block.
What are you using to boop her on the head?
Or well, if you can block if I don't hit. So if you hit, you add the superior dice to the attack damage, so it's not gonna make damage. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna flick her on the nose as I dodge step her. Ha ha ha.
Okay, so 1d20 plus your strength.
Yeah. Is it? I feel like a flick is a pretty dexterous attack. You know, I feel like that's dexterous, not strength. You know what I'm saying? Does the argument hold up in court? 11.
Are you going to dodge his nose flick?
I mean, clearly it doesn't even. Yeah, it's gonna not hit her either.
So apparently you two are just dancing with each other now.
Right. Just imagine this is like the anime where we're just both like dodging each other.
So, Deadwolf, this is what's
Yo.
gonna happen.
What's gonna happen?
You're gonna fight death.
100%.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to stick a sword up your orifice.
I mean, that doesn't sound very pleasant at all.
Well, I know, but that way you have a weapon to fight him with.
I don't need a weapon to fight him.
Okay, well then
I
let me
have.
kill you.
I have 5 weapons to fight him.
Okay, so I thought you said 6.
6, you're right. I have 6 weapons. I have 6 weapons.
So I'm gonna kill you, and you go kill death.
Right, because Zara clearly doesn't remember seeing death. Actually, she kills Zara with me.
Let's get him back.
I don't agree to this.
Yeah, but we don't kill him. We gotta get near death to walk into the realm.
I still don't agree to this.
And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hold hands with, and you're gonna stab us both to death. So when we die, our blood touches, and then I can pull him into death's realm with me, and then we'll both be naked, and then we can both beat death with our wieners. Then you can really show me how much of a girl you really are.
I decline.
Fight to the end, buddy. It's the only way to save your soul. I don't know what else to tell you. Unless you got any better ideas how to save your soul. I'm just trying to save you. That's all I'm doing.
Is this death a powerful being?
I mean, not really. Not here.
So then what are we worried about?
He was powerful enough to grab your soul, and
he was super powerful before.
Yeah, but he's not that powerful. Dude's really powerful in the other place. He's biting. That's why he's biting off way too much for him to chew. He's like sneaking in here so that the other gods that have kicked his ass already don't see him, and he's doing little baby shit that they're not gonna notice, because if he doesn't, well, actually they're gonna notice this because he's a fallen. So they probably already know. To be honest, the gods probably already know now that one of the fallen is marked with death's mark. So it's not gonna look good for him, no matter what. We just need to get in touch with them so that we can all whoop his ass. I want a piece of that.
Mr. Zaratoff might be able to get in touch with the other Fallens without having to go all the way there.
I do not have any kind of method of speaking to them.
You do.
Yeah, you should.
I mean, I can pray to my God, but that doesn't... It's not going to cure me of this curse. In this world, you need action.
It might cure you. It's worth a shot.
You don't even know that.
You have that little of faith in your God.
You know about as much as we know. Wait,
you have that little of faith in your God.
Does Zara remember the god he worships?
He doesn't.
Who's the god you worships?
I mean, I just called him God. I don't really remember.
Tell him the right name to use, Alejandra.
Illustrious?
Pretty illustrious.
Illustria.
And tell her what's going on, and that death is back in this world and needs to be expelled like she did before. And she might help you. At least, at bare minimum, she hears you and then at least knows about it, and then can take their own actions from there. And then
all right, I'll indulge you. I'll indulge you. So Zara goes on his knees and he begins to pray.
I get on my knees and also pray.
And after a few minutes, he stands up and says, "Well, I believe we have a chalice to get."
I was praying to myself while I was on my knees. Zara, you know what? Have you ever tried praying to me?
Not gonna happen, dude.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that's how this world works. Pray to you, the more power you gain. You ever thought about that? That's how Death got power from his followers. And now I've left his followers unalived. Well, actually, Alejandra left them unalived. But the world
Okay,
would think it was me.
I'm still not gonna pray to you.
I mean, you don't have to, but someday, maybe, if you want to. I'll listen. I'm here for you.
Alright.
If you just need someone to talk to you, I'll listen. That's the same thing.
I mean, can't I just talk to you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing. Once one becomes a god, any talks to me is a prayer. So thank you. Thank you for indulging me with your prayer. Your kind prayers of words.
Zara kind of looks at Kafir and whispers, "Did something happen to him while I was dead?"
I couldn't tell you, honestly. knows?
You guys want to go get this chalice?
Yeah, let's go get the challenge.
Zaratoth, are you okay to come with us and do this? Or do you
I am, but I seem to be missing my health potion and my mace.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
1 gold.
And I didn't want them to steal this stuff. You're gonna need these. And I give him the mace that's been on my back. And is 1 gold. And wait, you didn't have your healing potion on you, Zaratoth?
No, I didn't.
Those dirty clergymen.
Roll a deception.
I can't get up laughing.
He believes you. Okay.
Well,
I just look at him, I'm like, are you
take it.
sure you're Zaratoth? And I pull, and I'm like, man, the whole time you believed me. Watching you, buddy.
I see Oleandra has influenced you some.
he's learned.
I mean, first off, okay, I didn't win the clerk. And second off, it was a test to see if you were really Zaratoth. And you know what? It's not looking so good for you, mister. I think death might be influencing you. And you need to keep yourself in check. Mm-hmm.
Definitely plan on attempting to keep myself in check, that's for sure.
We don't know what that mark can do to you, sir. But for every day that it's on your back, Death's getting 1 extra tea bag. Mm-hmm. Today is day 1.
Anyways, what shall we do now?
to try to
Let's
get
go get the challenge.
Go back to the dungeon and get the chalice. Okay. Let's do it.
Alright, so y'all head back to the dungeon.
Where is my body at?
Good
Oh.
start. You're hiding.
So, I say, well, we already went down to the bottom, so let's try the top. Now I'm gonna stealth. Am I going by myself?
Right. I'll go right here. Just a little bit.
Go
Where
over
were
here.
we?
We already did the bottom part, so
Not all of it, though.
Did
I
some
had
of it,
this
yeah.
way. Also, just sneaky. Maybe sneaky, maybe not.
oh, well then I guess we better follow Deadwolf.
Do I see anything in this hallway?
Down there, you see nothing here and nothing here. It just looks like it's pretty clear.
Reckless. Nothing this way. If I see anything, if I get right here.
Okay, so yes, as you're looking this way, you see just more hallway. As you look down here, you see bones scattered everywhere. And you see something kind of shiny.
So I want stealth back over here to Mr. Deadwolf and whisper, and make and do the thingy to make him come down to my level. whispered.
What?
Maybe there's
What?
something shiny. There's something shiny in there. Maybe there's gold.
Treasure?
Yeah.
Did you see what kind of treasure?
No, it is shiny.
Look, see what kind of treasure it is. Right?
Okay,
Like you gotta see what kind of treasure it is. We know
so
what treasure it is, and
I'm gonna south in here,
get it. Maybe it's not even treasure.
and I'm gonna try to see what it is.
Okay. As you walk in, the bones begin to rattle. You see this.
What the heck even is that?
What in Dookie Howser's? Burn it!
Rummaging around the bones, looking right at you.
Okay, I guess I have no choice but to fight this thing, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a spell on it.
First thing you're gonna do is initiative.
Well, I could, but you know, I was busy trying to get my attack ready.
Oops. Oh, I was clicked on my dude. Nice. I didn't know if I was clicked on my dude. Remember to click on your dude.
I did. I clicked on mine.
Nice.
Oh, Kafir is going first.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
Probably.
don't know about that one.
No, she is definitely going first. Okay. So, Kafir, you hear the bones rattling. So, what would you like to do?
I mean, the most I can do is just get behind the dead one, right?
You can go around him as long as you just don't occupy the same space as him. So
Go
you
like
could go
around.
like around him and come into the room, or you can stand behind him.
I will. Wait. Okay, so I was here. How do I... Nope. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can go.
Each square is 5 feet. You could just do 5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20.
I will go right here. So it's
Okay.
to me. And that was 20. And I will not hit.
Fortunately, that does not hit.
Nope. That would end my turn.
Okay. So then next up, it is Oleandra.
Okay. So 5 feet wide. Does that mean it would hit Kafir?
Only if you were aiming towards them.
Okay, I'm not aiming towards her. I'm not. I'm aiming towards the bad guy, and I'm gonna do this.
So, save. What kind of. Oh, dex save. Okay. Definitely doesn't save, so go ahead and roll your damage.
did I do wrong? Oh.
Right, so you do 21 fire damage.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Right, so it's Zaratoth. He's going to come right here. And that will end his turn. So now it is Deadwolf's turn.
Leon, Kennedy, my dragons.
That does hit.
Okay, so it does that fire damage. Since there's not the 1d8 plus 8's for the enemy that it bounces to, so it is fixed. Okay, so it's 10 regular damage and 12 fire damage to this thing.
Okay.
First attack, second attack.
That also hits.
I'm gonna action surge.
Okay, the first one does not hit, the second one does. Alright, does that end your turn?
That's my turn. Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
So now it is its turn. Let's see. And it tries to grasp you with a vine and bite you, but it has no luck. So now it is Kofer's turn. Okay. And what would you like to... What stat would you like to decrease? Sorry if you said I didn't catch that.
Dex.
Dex, okay.
Yeah, just in case it's magic.
Alright, and does that end your turn? No, I think that's yeah. 14 unfortunately does not hit.
Okay, now I'm done.
Okay, so Alejandra?
I'm going to...
Okay, it has no effect.
Okay. My turn.
Alright, now it's Zara's turn. Going to go right there. And he's going to try the bonky bonky. And he does. Hit. He hits real good.
Didn't you want to roll advantage?
Oh yeah. Let me just re-roll that.
In case it crits.
It did not crit. Why is my damage literally always 9? Oh, because it's not doing the... It's broken. Hold on. It's not doing the actual damage. Let me fix.
It's like rolling 3 plus 3 strength plus 3 mod. 3 plus 3 plus 3. 9!
It's supposed to be much different. Okay. Let me just re-roll that. There we go.
Oh, wow. I asked you last week if your mace was picked or set up right.
I thought it was, but it wasn't.
I was like, that was like such little damage. I was like, because I think I noticed you got those 9. I just 9.
Always 9, yeah. No, I realized that this time. So that will end his turn. And now it is Dead Wolf's.
Kia! Kia!
So 15. And it is dead.
Better check that trap for treasures. What is this?
Check this treasure for traps. 'Cause I'm sure that's what Dead Wolf meant.
Yeah.
Check the creature for traps. The treasure for traps. Yeah, what kind of creature is this? Because I want to see if it's got any useful parts.
It is a Blightwalker. It's basically like disease.
I'm not touching
I
that.
definitely do not want to eat that thing's heart. Ooh, can I cut out its heart just in case?
You can roll a nature check.
Doesn't advantage anymore.
So yeah, you managed to pull out what you believe is its heart.
The ghouls might. This might be a delicacy for the ghouls. I'm gonna save it just in case.
What do I roll to check traps?
Investigate.
Investigate.
I'm on 2. Oh, well, I see nothing.
You do not see any traps.
Okay, so I want to try to see what else in this treasures.
Yeah.
It is a lot of gold coins.
I want to bite down on them.
It hurts your mouth.
Okay, let's
Okay,
sit
then
here and count them all out meticulously and split them between all of them.
Yeah.
So the chest is too heavy for anybody to really carry. As you count them out, there's 3,000 gold coins in there.
Damn, son.
3,000 divided by 4. That's 1,500 each.
So what I
what?
suggest is
1,500 each.
no.
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 750 each.
So
Yes.
what I suggest, due to the weight of this, is maybe we put this in my bag and sort it out when we get home.
Each of us can't carry 750 gold.
And it'd be a lot of friggin' weight. And plus there's more treasure to be found here. But, I mean, that's up to you. Zaratoth just made a suggestion.
Yeah, I tell Zaratoth to put the giant thing in his bag.
I suggest we don't do that. Because we don't know if Zaratoth is all Zaratoth. Sorry, buddy. I
Suit
want
yourself.
to trust you, but I don't
Zara
trust
puts
death.
his 750 in the bag.
Zartoth, will you put my 750 in the bag too, please, sir?
I'm gonna keep my 750.
He opens the bag and you place your gold in there.
Thank
Can
you.
I also?
Absolutely. And he holds the bag open. You place your gold in there.
Thank you.
Deadwolf looks like he has some saggy drawers right now.
I hope we don't have to regret that. I just don't trust Death, guys. He's a trickster. You gotta be careful with him. He could be giving us gold, and then Zara, no offense, buddy, could be Death this whole time. We don't even know 100%. He don't
I feel
even
like
know.
the last time though, and when we got gold, and it wasn't even real gold when we got out. So I mean,
That's true. It could.
taking a chance either way.
That's true. If anything, we learned something.
Yeah, because that's a lot of gold that we just got. And last time we did that, didn't quite with that.
That's true. But that's because I got greedy and I took it.
Okay, is there a challenge in this place?
There is no chalice in this chest.
Okay,
Okay. Well, I guess we head
so
up.
yeah, I want to see if there's anything this way. I'm sneaking, by the way. I gotta do my sneaky thing. Oh crap! But I keep passing it. Uh oh, I get to roll that again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, yeah, I'm the stealthiest BZ you ever seen.
Me and Zasta was stealthier, but
I did a 20.
okay. Zasta was still stealthier.
Huh?
My rogue from the campaign with Lance Doggo. He had a plus 18 to stealth.
Your face.
Alright. So as you go up there and investigate, you see two of those dog things.
Okay, so I look behind me and I point that way and I go with a number 2. And I tell Mr. Deadwolf to lean down.
Zara looks at Deadwolf and says, I think she has to go to the bathroom.
Dude, she
I
always has to go to the bathroom.
I'm wait for Mr. Deadwolf to come down here.
Pull out your drinking water. She'll think she can be in it.
Is Mr. Deadwolf gonna come down to my level or what?
I'm right here. I can hear you.
Mr. Deadwolf, there's two of those dog things up there.
Nice. You should
Let's kill them.
You should sneak up on them and get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come with me.
I'll watch. Watch as the beta of the pack. I'll watch.
You come with me.
I that goes beyond my capabilities of a pack animal.
So I go in stealthily. He's trying to get me killed.
I'm not trying to get you killed. I'm not the alpha.
Nothing? Nothing?
What's she doing?
I
Sneaking
go
up on
in.
these dogs?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go right here. And I'm gonna do. Oh wait, I can sneak all the way up on them, can I?
These dogs
Yeah.
are facing the other way.
Yep.
So I'm gonna.
I just wasn't very stealthy.
$14 does not hit.
Zara, she's going in.
Okay, I'm gonna disengage. Right under Deadwolf.
So they are alerted now.
I run back over by Zara.
Everybody with the initiative.
Initiative!
not good. Wolf has to go ahead of me.
Well, barely though.
Oh, no, you
Matter.
talk first. Right now.
Drinkies. Oh, drinkies. No.
All right. So they come on through. Except this one actually goes here. Okay, now they're going to attack. Let's see. I think both of those hit.
Yes.
Okay,
I want to
need
uncanny
you
dodge.
Uh-oh.
to first make a strength check. Okay, you are grappled. So the first damage. Second damage. So I assume you'll half the 15.
Yep.
So 7 and 4, you take 11 points of damage.
I'm down.
How are you down?
Because I only had 10 health. I didn't get the rest.
You guys
We
rested on
forever
your
ago.
trip.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
You even
okay. I never upgraded my stuff.
You even said I'm also resting.
Okay, so you said 7 or 11, right?
It's 11 points of damage.
36. 36.
Now the other one. I believe the 14 misses and the 18 hits, right?
Yep.
You take 7 more points of damage.
Okay. Oh, 29. Okay.
Okay, and that ends their turn, so now it is Kafur's turn.
Yes, that would be the spot I would take. It's gonna knock everybody else, but
You can actually stand on me if you want.
no, that's too close.
Mm-hmm.
That's too close for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just use.
Ooh, crit.
Dang, son.
Yeah, do you hit?
Oh my.
And that would. How much health do you have, Z's?
29.
Okay. And that will be it right now. I got 2 spells left, so
Only 2 spells
trying
left.
to.
There's not much I can do, is there? Right? I can't move here, can I?
I mean, you can run past them, you just can't occupy the same space. So yes, I will allow it.
Okay. Kachuga. Ooh, that's actually an advantage, but those hit, so...
So is that your first roll?
It's my first 2 attacks, yeah. Just in case. Oh, never mind. Let's go with the first 2. It's so confusing. So it does to the one right across from Z's. 21 regular damage, 5 fire damage, and then 1d8 plus 8. Oh wow. 25 fire damage to it.
No, wait, I'm confused. So, okay, 12 and 9, 21. But you said 5 fire damage, but it should be 7 fire damage, right?
Oh. 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
Okay. So,
I don't know where I saw
28
5.
to him. And 25 to him. Okay. All right. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn. Yes.
All right. So now it's Zaratoth. It's gonna go here. It's going to try the wacky wacky. And he hits. Okay, and that ends his turn, so now it is Alejandro's turn. Okay, you do not escape.
Okay, it's my turn.
Alright, so now it's their turn. So the first thing is 2,
Yeah.
4.
She can't do that disengage thing to get
Nope,
out of it
no, she's
automatically?
grappled.
Aw.
Okay, you take 3 points of razor blade damage or saw damage.
Yeah.
Brum, 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 brum. Brim, brim, brim.
Okay, so that's a 20. So do you want to take the hit or do you want to use a shield?
Oh, something hit me.
Yeah, they're attacking you.
Where's the attack numbers? Oh, it's just one attack that hit me.
Yeah, they're at advantage, so the first attack was a 20, 10 and a 20. The second was a 15 and 11, so none of that hit you.
Wait. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get an attack of advantage because that one was next to me and it moved?
Yes.
You would if you weren't grappled.
That's a bull donkey.
Isn't it? Isn't it? It's like technically, shouldn't even I get one because it moved more than 5 feet? No.
If that was the case, then they would have got one on you when you passed them. But no, the ruling is, at least in my game, is that as long as you stay within melee range, you can move around without an attack of opportunity. If you leave
more than 10 feet, though.
melee
Or
range.
10 feet. I only moved 5 feet through one of their cubes.
Technically, he moved 5 feet to you,
So it's
and
not
then
technically
there.
actually 5 feet up. My green be able to hit him from either side. So it's
But
a little
yeah.
more than 5 feet.
He didn't leave melee range from you.
But ran under Zar.
So, still the question,
Yeah, no, I'm not
do you...
blocking that. I'm not blocking.
You're not blocking it. Okay. Then I need
Fuck
a
that.
strength check. You
Oops.
succeed. Let's see. And take 10 points of damage. Okay, now the other one will attack.
Oh, hold on. One of the attacks missed, right?
Yes.
Okay. Since I didn't use shield, I'm gonna use it's riposte. When a creature misses you with a melee attack, I can as a reaction expend 1 superiority dice to make a melee attack against the target against the creature. So
You could, if you weren't grappled.
I'm not grappled.
You are? Oh, no, you're right. You're
No,
not.
I'm not.
Never mind, go ahead.
Fool.
It's
Yeah, Mister. I'm not grappled.
Mister!
I'm big and strong.
Thanks, Deadwolf.
And then
Yeah, he
the
just called you
superiority
not
dice is
strong.
a 1d6, so this gets to damage. Booyah, sucker. That would have been on this one, right?
This is the one that attacked you first.
How is that one attacking me while it's grappling her?
Because it can use its tail.
Oh. It got how many attacks with its tail? Oh, just
2. It
It
always
did 2
gets
attacks
2.
with its tail.
Yeah.
Mister.
The Blitzer can make 2 melee attacks, only one of which can be bite. So it can't bite twice, but it can use bite, claw, or tail. Any combination twice.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna take 7 damage. 6. So
23.
points of damage. Fool, you fool.
Okay, it is dead.
Oh,
Does
that
that mean
was
I'm
the-
loose?
Yes.
Attacked me. Nice. Okay.
Thank goodness.
So now the other one will attack, not at advantage. And do you want to block? Oh wait, you used your reaction this round. So you can't.
Well, it's a different attack round, isn't it? Because it's a different
No,
enemy
it's
attacking
still
me.
their attack. They're still the enemies attacking you.
Oh, because they're both on the same.
Yep.
Gotcha. That's right. Okay.
Alright, so I need another strength check.
Get bullshit out of here.
You do not succeed. You are grappled.
Bullshit! What's this? What's a succeed?
13?
Get out of here, man.
Yeah, 13. So roll 2d8 plus 3. And you take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, that will end their turn. So now it is Kafir's.
I will move here. Here. I'll move here. And I will. Oh, wrong button. I'm on the wrong page. There we go.
Okay, that does hit.
Yeah.
So 6 points.
Good job.
And with-
yeah, I'll be fine. That'll be done.
Okay. So then, Deadwolf, it is your turn. Okay, so the first one hits. So you do 13 points of damage. Right? Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Okay. So now it's Zaratoth. You gonna do the wacky wacky?
Wacky him.
But he misses. And now it is Oleandra's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Surround
up
him.
here between Zaratok. Oh no, I'm gonna go right here, and I'm going to.
What's up, dude? Oh yeah? Really?
It has no effect.
I'm gonna disengage.
Because we knows these one.
Okay, does that end your turn?
Yep.
Alright. So, Deadwolf, you take 5 points of damage from the razor, or the saw.
Actually, I take 5 points of damage from the saw.
And then he'll do his attacks, in which he misses both, because your AC is 20, right?
Yeah.
So he misses
It's
both.
weird because it's like I have my shield up, but he's biting my leg. So I don't know. I'm like,
And that ends
You're not
his
really-
turn.
yeah, you're biting me, but you're not really. Kick out.
So now it is Kafur's turn.
Get him, Kafur.
And that is a hit, right? Actually, no. No, that is not a hit. That misses. Do you want to do anything else?
Girl, chew it.
No, I think we're good. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So now it is Deadwolf's turn.
Sucker, slim, shady.
Okay, so
Swing is my
16
scimitar.
plus 13. So 29.
Dead.
Alright, and does that end your turn?
Oh my gosh, it's not dead yet.
Not
Nope.
quite.
No, it doesn't. No, that does end my turn. Or well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now it is Zaratoth's turn. He'll go for another wacky wacky. Uh-oh.
You're not doing good with the wax.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Alright, so Zara goes to swing at him, and he loses grip of his mace. Now it is Oleandra's turn.
Okay.
Kill him!
Move here. Reroll. Lucky.
Okay. That hits, and he is dead.
Okay. I wanna tear out one of them's heart. Yeah, one of them's heart. Nature, right?
Nature, yep. Okay, you get its mechanically decrepit heart.
I get
And
the other
I
heart.
guess-
I lift it up and say, "Look, that wolf, I got this for you."
Oh, nice. We're gonna say these. The ghouls might actually like these. I don't know. We can't eat these fucking things, but the ghouls might like. Do we need to do a short rest? Go go back to the start of this place and do a quick rest?
Yeah, I
or-
need to do a rest.
Yeah.
Okay, here, let's go back to kind of the entrance. I'll do first and second watch for you guys.
Zara will do third watch.
Um,
So I guess Zara and Alejandra and Kafir perhaps all go to sleep. Alright. So after the 2 watches Dead Wolf, nothing really happens.
Okay, I will. Zara slept the whole time? I didn't see him do nothing? Did he wiggle?
he
Did he have any
slept
weird
the
looking
whole
dreams? Did
time.
it look like?
There's a couple.
Not that you notice, no.
See ya.
You sure? Sure didn't look like he was having any weird kind of communication with death? Or death
Didn't
was
appear
controlling
so.
him and looking out one of his eyeballs?
Both of his eyeballs remained shut the entire time.
Oh, wait, just make sure. Okay, I'm gonna wake him up.
Alright, you wake him up and he sits up and does his
Everybody else
watch.
needs Everybody else needs full rests.
I'm gonna keep
Yep.
it full to get all my potions or my spell slots back.
What about you,
I
Alejandra?
required a full because I was injured.
How much is the... Like a full 12 or 8?
Oh, I'm
8.
good now. I could get up during this my stress if I wanted.
Okay, I'm gonna
No,
wake
you need
you
8
up
hours.
and tell you
It
to watch
hasn't been
Zara
8
just
hours.
in case.
Oh, he says no, I need 8 hours, and it hasn't been 8 hours, even though I've watched for 2 watches.
I thought 2 watches was 8 hours.
Well,
And
full
then
rest is 8
12.
hours.
And then 12 for
Right.
the night.
I think
thought
full
it was
rest
4
is...
hours each. First, second,
For
third
the
rest, 4
night,
hours
yes. If you're going out and camping and waiting for daylight, yes. But if you're just trying to heal yourself up, then it only requires 8 hours.
each. Oh, well then, y'all are rested. And I just need to rest for 4 hours.
Well, if
while
you're
you all watch me.
If you're splitting it, then 8 divided by 3 would be like a little under 3 hours per watch. So I would say,
Oh, we're not actually doing it normally. Making
yeah,
Let's
you're
do it.
basically doing it based on the amount of hours. So if there's going to be 3 watches, then it would be, you would actually cover most or half
I'll
of
have to
the
wait for
3
you guys to
watches
sleep 8 hours anyway.
with your 4 hours.
So I have to wait for you guys to sleep 8 hours. What?
Well, Zara doesn't really need anything. He hasn't been hit or cast a spell.
Word. Well, I wait the 8 hours before I even wake you up.
Okay, so you wait the full 8 hours.
And then
You
I
wake up
you
Zara
and
and
Alejandra off.
everybody
You guys
up,
are all
and they're all well rested.
And then I take a nap. Okay, guys.
So, I guess we
everything
have
was
to
okay.
sit
Watch me
here
while I
and
sleep.
diddle for 4 hours.
I work on my tinkering skill.
I could give you the scroll that I already learned how to use, and you could try to learn it.
Oh, that might be a good idea.
I still actually have the scroll. I never actually have it. I don't know if I did. What's it called? I don't think I ever actually added it to my inventory.
Okay, well, whatever.
But I know
So
I took it and I learned it. I can't use it, but I learned it.
you took it, and now you give it to him, and he seems content sitting there studying.
Ah. Took a long time for my plan to work. It's fine, I'm learning. I sleep and have good dreams about Zara learning that spell.
God. Daredevil, has anybody told you you're full of it today?
Today, no. I think that might be the first one.
Okay.
Good job. Okay. You ready? Where do you guys want to go?
I want to go up this time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait. About messed up. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm a sneakies.
All right.
I want to see what's in here.
Okay, so as you go in there, you notice 3 dogs. And let me see something. Okay. Yeah. You notice 3 dogs, and you also notice some giant skeletons. And then, like, a doorway.
Turn around. Point towards the inside and do 3.
Okay, what way are they facing?
What's this? I think. They're away. No, they're away.
No, they're facing the way they're looking.
Does it look like they're like pacing or on guard, or like they might turn around at some point?
They look
Or
like
they
they're intently scanning the area around them. But they don't seem to be moving. How long do you want to wait?
Oh, watch this. I throw a rock behind them, and then they look that way. We'll sneak up on them and we'll get them.
Okay.
Okay, roll strength check. Actually, no. Roll athletics.
Yeah, that's a good one. Although, even athletics. For throwing a pebble? Do it, Z's. You got this with your -2.
Okay, athletics.
The rock is this big. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay. You managed to throw the rock here. They remove unchanged.
Okay, so I'm still stealthy, right?
They didn't even move.
Nope, they didn't even move.
So I'm going to come right here. And I'm going to
Was that the line spell?
Dex save, right?
Okay, I'm gonna see her getting ready to cast that spell. I'm gonna start sneaking in to also attack if possible. Is that possible? Or no?
I would say as soon as she does that, they're fully alerted.
Right, but would I notice her like lining up to get ready to cast that spell, and right before she does?
Well, I mean, if you get in front of her to attack them, then you're going to get burned too.
I'm not trying to get in front of her. I'm trying to get like right here to maybe attack this one. That's what I'm asking. Is that possible? Yay or nay, sir?
I would say no, just because of the fact that they're going to react very quick as soon as they hear her casting, they'll still be hit by it, but they're still gonna be alert as
Yeah.
soon as they hear her.
Okay.
Okay, Z's, I need you to roll your damage, the 3d8.
Mhm.
I'll take damage. It just depends on how much they take. I know one of them gets the full 19.
Okay. Alright. So I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative now.
Click on me and roll initiative.
Good thing nobody came in here with me because I'm
gonna do that stuff again.
Okay. So, Z's, go ahead. Okay. Wow, that was some pretty bad damage there. Alright.
Hey, it's okay. One of them already had 19 damage done to him.
Alright. So,
See,
now
it's
it
about to
is.
get nuke-dookied.
Yeah. And now it is their
We're
turn.
gonna disengage.
It's.
You didn't ask
You didn't ask if it was the end of my turn.
That's right, go ahead.
Disengage.
Uh-huh.
I'm going right over here to the meat shield.
So how do we make it? Because I don't let my legs anymore since she's the alpha. So I just immediately step back. I just move out of the way of the alpha all the time.
Well, it's not your turn to move yet, so you have to wait for your round.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
It's not your turn yet, buddy.
When another creature takes damage with
Your alpha needs your protection,
Mr. Deadwolf.
How did it do that? There's no way it gets through that small space, right?
Again,
Tiny
you can
hallway.
pass through, you just can't occupy.
I know, but in the other situation, I'll. That's why I'm arguing it.
Let's see.
Like, there's no way I let it pass by me. Especially with a tiny thing under me. Where's it going?
God, it's a good thing I hit under Deadwolf. Holy frick.
It might actually be hitting you. Huh? Hiding under me might not save you.
Alright. So, the first two attacks are a 24 and a 21.
If
If it hits me, I'm doing uncanny dodge.
What does ours say?
I need you to roll a strength check.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
It's because you're down by the feet where it can bite you.
Okay. You're grappled.
Yeah.
And so let's see. 14 plus 8. 22 points of damage.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Now the next one's going to attack. What's your AC?
17.
Okay.
Oh, did you uncanny dodge
But
damage?
How are you going to dodge when you're grappled?
I called it before I was
Grappled,
grappled,
dadgummit.
dadgummit.
It doesn't matter. How are you going to dodge when you grapple?
I can wiggle.
I can wiggle.
Okay?
No.
I can wiggle.
I can wiggle.
I mean, come
I
on
mean,
now.
come on now.
So the second one attacks miss. Now the third one. He doesn't have advantage. And his attacks
Get
miss.
Kool-Aid here.
So now it is Kafur's turn.
Told ya.
You did go in first.
That's what happens.
You did
It's a
walk
lot-
in
it's a
there
lot.
and shoot them all with fire twice.
Yeah, you did pull aggro. Just saying. You definitely pulled aggro.
I'm going to.
Which one has these grappled?
Okay, whatever. We're gonna do that.
That one does.
Yes.
What?
Which stat?
The strength. On this
Okay,
one.
on this one? Okay.
Yeah. And then. Bonus, right? Yeah, it's a bonus action. And then I will. Oh, he dead? Oh.
Giving him an icon showing that he's hexed.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
And that does hit. Alright. Does that end your turn?
The extra 1d6, right?
It is what type of damage? Necrotic? No, it has no effect.
Okay. Alright, I'm good then.
Alright, Deadwolf, it is your turn.
Okay. On the one that's grappling sees.
Right? So,
First one misses.
13 points.
Nope. And then it does 13 fire damage, bounces to this one.
Right?
Don't think I have a choice. Go into action, sir.
Are you sure?
Why are you asking me if I'm sure, mister?
Just saying.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna action surge now. I'm away. Okay.
Alright, so then it is Zara's turn. He's gonna come here to flank. And
That's what I'm
then
talking about.
he's going to wacky wacky. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Did that
23
six the double
points.
damage though?
Oh wow, look at those rolls. Oh, 2 1s. Yeah.
Huh? Where?
If you hover over the 6.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, so that
It's much easier
is
to just double the first one.
26.
It takes away the excitement of what a crit hit is when the crit hit rolls are so low.
Yeah. Alright, that will end his turn, and now it is Oleandra's turn. You do not escape.
How much damage do I take from assaults?
You don't until it's their turn.
Stabbing him in the face.
Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So Sol damage. You take 3 points of damage.
Kia.
Hey, Dead Wolf. Do you want to use shield?
Who's attacking me?
This one.
That's just one attack?
Yeah.
How many
Would you
attacks
like
is
me
that
to
gonna
roll the
do?
second attack first before you decide?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna see all the attacks because these are all.
So 23 and a 21.
Let's do hits. So we're gonna expend a spell out to activate shield as a reaction.
And that acts for your whole defense, right?
Yeah, it's this whole
Until
turn.
your
So
next
stuff
turn.
keeps attacking me. If stuff keeps attacking me until I
Okay. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure.
cycle. Yeah, it's the same as like it's the turn. Luckily, which is makes it super nice.
So the second one goes to attack you, misses. Now this one's not at advantage. But it is going after Oleandra still.
I would say uncanny dodge, but it does me no good. How much damage do I take?
Let's see, what hit you was the claw. So 1d plus 3. 10 damage.
Okay.
That
She's
will
very
end
happy about becoming the alpha.
their turn. And now it is Kafir's turn. I mean, honestly, that has nothing to do with her becoming the alpha.
know,
That
I'm
has
just
the
making
fact
a
that
joke
she
about
went
it.
in there
It
to.
has to do with she aggroed all of them.
Yes.
Can I see Z's from where I am with the monster being there?
Don't worry about it. You don't want to get up here. I've still got 12 health.
I'm not
I'm
moving
good.
up there.
Yes, you can see her.
Okay. I want to for Z's.
Okay, roll your 1d4 plus 5. I think it's 5, right?
Yeah, it is.
Power, 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 power.
Said 1d4, right?
Yeah, 1d4 plus 5. Alright. Alejandra, you heal for 7 points. That is a bonus action. What would you like to do with your action?
Kia,
Ah,
nice hit.
Very good. On this one?
Yes.
Okay. That is 11.
Centimeters. Oh, that's
All
cool.
right. Does that end your turn?
Did my mic not pick me up? It is.
Okay. So now it is Dead Wolf's turn.
Good golly gosh. Well,
Okay.
that's me.
Right. So now it's Zara's turn. Wacky wacky with advantage. 14 points. Okay. This one. Dead.
Wait.
That ends Zara's turn, and now it is Oleandra's turn. Right. You do not escape. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So now it is their turn. And you take 5 points of damage from the saw. This one is going to move here. So let me move that one away. That misses. Okay, so his... Out of his 2 attacks, one is 21, and that's on Dead Wolf. Let me do the other one's attack so you know about the shield or not. Okay, so only one attack out of all 4 attacks can hit you with your normal armor.
Okay, well, so does one of those attacks miss first? Or hits first?
The first attack misses.
Which creature?
This one.
And is that the one that hit me too?
Yes,
And then the other one below me missed completely?
completely.
Okay, so we'll let that first one hit me. The one below it, I'm gonna use riposte to do an attack on it when it misses me.
Okay,
So one
first I need you to do a strength check.
Hold up, which let me make sure. Because you have us doing strength checks every time. Which one of these attacks is the bite and which ones are not?
The first one is not, the second one is.
And that's the one that hit me?
Yeah, because the first one missed you.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Okay. You are grappled.
Okay. Wait, that's the same one that has Z's grappled. You can't grapple me too.
Grapple doesn't have... the one that had Z's grappled is dead.
Oh, is this a different one that moved right here?
Yeah, it moved.
Oh, okay. So it's on the body of its friend.
Yeah, I had to move this one over.
Okay, that's where I was confused. Okay.
Make sure, let's see. Yeah, 2d8 plus 3. Okay, so 12 damage. And that will end their turn.
Well, would I still not? I can still make it the reaction attack on the other one, right?
How are you going to make a reaction attack on the other one that's behind you when you're
Because
grappled?
it missed. And
But
I
you're,
just have a dog on my leg.
you're grappled, which means you don't get reactions.
Oh, does grappling make all your reactions go away?
Yeah, you can't use reactions like Uncanny Dodge, Evasive,
Oh,
any
okay.
of that.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it is Kafir's turn.
Get him.
Unfortunately, that misses.
That's it.
Alright, so now it is Deadwolf's turn. Now you can attack normally, or you can use your attack to try to escape.
Nope, this thing's getting smashed in the face.
I thought you would say that. Okay. So 16 points. And the other one takes how much? Or no. Can it? If it's behind you? Can't, can it?
No, it's because you've said that's too much. You said that that's more than 5 feet.
Yeah, and it'd have to pass through you.
I mean, it would
Yeah,
just jump
okay.
over me because it bounces, but
All
you've
right,
already said it's too
so...
far, so no.
All right, does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so now Zaratoth. He do the wacky at advantage.
That's what I'm talking about.
He do the good wacky.
Nice. Those are good rolls that time.
Right, that ends his turn. Alejandra, it is your turn.
So I'm not so grappled, am I?
No, the one that grappled you died.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going after this one.
Okay, that misses.
Okay, that ends my turn. Actually, no. I'm going to go over here. That ends my turn.
So now it's their turn. Oh, my thing's lagging out. There it goes. Okay. Deadwolf, you take 8 points from the saw. Okay, its first attack, 23. Second attack is a 20. Now let me do the next dog. It's a crit. And second attack will miss. Okay, so Deadwolf. First attack.
Which one? The one that hasn't been grappled?
Yeah, hold on. Let me find my thing here. Okay, there we go. 2d4. Yep. Okay. So the first attack from the one that has you grappled is a 23. The second attack from it is a 20. From the other dog, it is a crit and a miss.
That's gonna hit me no matter what. So can still take hits from all these. You know what
I'm
else
just gonna-
we never use are when do we get to use hit dice? I forget.
You use hit dice during a short rest.
Like the quick ones, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Next.
Um,
For you, that would be like 2 hours.
I'm just gonna take the attacks. Let's see what happens.
Alright. So the first one. You take 16 points of damage from its tail and claw. Second one. You take 22 points of damage. And I need another strength check.
So what's the total?
Oh, wait, hold on. No, I do not need another strength check.
What's the total damage?
22 plus 16, 38.
Okay.
Right, and that ends their turn, and now it is Kafir. Ooh.
Right.
Nice.
Okay, what is 16? Alright. Does that end your turn?
It does.
Okay, so Deadwolf, you're up.
Ooh wee. We've got the advantage now. This one.
Top one? Okay. So the first one misses. Second one does 21 points. In which case, it dead.
Very nice.
You are no longer grappled.
And I just gotta hope that you guys can kill that thing.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
That ends my turn.
Okay. Zaratoth up. Ah. It dead.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
I need to take a long rest. So I'm going back to the door.
Wait. Before you go back to the door, check one more thing. Oh. Okay. So, as you guys are heading back to the door, you hear a large roar come from this direction.
What are we heading back to the door for?
Because I need to heal up. I need to rest because I only have
We
14
need
hit
to-
points.
We do need to. For sure. I want to try using these hit dice.
So you
But
guys
a rest would probably be the best.
make it back over
Uh-oh.
there.
I heard a monster.
They died here and here, basically.
The Alpha, I'll keep the first part of the first watch.
But aren't you the one that needs to rest?
Yeah.
So then why don't you rest and us take
Yeah.
over?
I just need to do the
Okay.
hit dice thing.
Okay.
Just Dead Wolf
Alright.
only
I don't need
needs
any
2
I don't need any
hours.
spell slots or nothing.
I didn't lose. I mean, I only lost one spell slot, but I have everything else. So.
So 1, 3, 5, 6. Good God, that's like the worst.
Alright.
Might actually.
Alright. So, after a long rest, nothing happens.
Ooh. What do I see on the corpses of these enemies? Let's go. Boop. That's not it. That's it. I see nothing. Do I see some? I see some dead bodies still.
Yeah, you see dead bodies.
Do I see anything else in the room?
You don't.
Okay. Further in the room. Over the bodies. Do I see anything new?
You don't.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Almost messed up.
So, well, are you sure? Is he supposed to be out standing right there, Zara?
I mean, you can't see him.
He roared though.
I don't know what that means.
When he roared earlier, he moved.
I know,
That's
but
what's
like,
there.
if we can't see him, because this is a well-lit room. So if we can't see him, then I gotta pretend it's. I don't know that there's something invisible in this room.
Right.
Basically. Like that's what I have to do. Because Zara moved him.
Alright. So what would you like to do?
Guys, it looks like it's all clear in here.
Get this close and I'm gonna examine.
Alright. Now, here's what's going down.
Here's what's going down.
all of a sudden you hear. I need to move this. And
I saw them bones breaking on the ground.
God, this is gonna be rough. Oh man.
Zara made
Oh
holy
man.
guys. I bet you we all die. I hope we all die. Serves them right.
What kind of damage is that? No.
Serves them right. $5d8 plus 7. Get the fuck. What the fuck even is that, bro?
All right. So, all of a sudden, you see this guy charging towards Kafir.
Damn it. Of course.
And he hits her,
Ramses gets an opportunity attack as he runs fire.
impales her. You weren't in combat. Impales her.
Yeah, but you said we saw him running.
You weren't in
At
combat,
us.
though.
Yeah, but if we saw him running at us, that means initiative. Right? We saw him.
No. No, because he
Yeah.
already started his
Yeah.
charge attack. No.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen him.
You saw him while he was doing his attack. You can't stop his attack in the middle of it.
I mean, she would just see him coming and like, Kia!
No, it wasn't enough time to react. So, he impales Kafir with both of his horns and smashes her against the wall for 44 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
And now, everybody can roll initiative.
Yep.
Not me, because I'm dead.
Well, you still roll initiative.
Oh shit. I didn't push my name. I didn't push me.
You dead. Poor Kafir.
Oh my god.
I mean, fuck you, Zara. That was mean.
Oh, wow.
I took no damage those last time, so might as well get hit now.
I mean, that would have killed. That would have killed almost any of us in one shot, no matter what.
That would have definitely killed me. I got
kills-
47 health.
It kills
I-
all of you except me, I think. I don't.
It was
I don't-
44, and I had 43.
Zara would have lived.
Barely though.
Wow, these are some great rolls.
See, stop with the rolls.
I just mean initiative. You guys' initiative is just fantastic.
Oh, they were all. Yeah. Oh my god, I got behind. Holy jeez.
All right. So, Deadwolf, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm not very happy. So, action surge. Move there. Action surge with advantage. I'm all out. Hanky panky. Balls
I
to
hate to
the wall.
burst your bubble, but it's not advantage
Why? Oh.
because she's downed.
She's down.
Yeah.
But a 16 does hit.
Just going to be. Oh well, that's fuck. Okay, that's a little reassuring. His plus 11, not so reassuring.
Right?
Okay. Where's the second attack? That one's-
Okay. So 27 altogether there. Right? No. 37 altogether there.
So
What's the 18 for?
I crit missed.
Oh, no.
So I rolled
You
the d20.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I had four
Yeah,
attacks.
you're right.
Um,
So that one misses. You're fine. And that one hits. So it was. Now I got a math. Hold on. So minus 37 minus 15. Okay. All right. Does that end your turn?
I think that's all I can do is just hit him a bunch of times.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So now it is Zara's turn. He's going to move right here. He's going to cast his Cure Wounds. Which I need to see something. His is plus 8. Okay. So. So, Kafir, you are healed for 25 points.
Nice.
However, you notice that when he heals you, he drops to his knees, grimacing in pain, grabbing at his shoulder.
Do I notice also?
I would say because you're in the heat of a battle with this big dude that just really fucked her up, he's got your attention. So, no.
Okay.
Alright, and now it is Oleandra's turn.
Since I was behind Dead Wolf and then snuck up this way. And he's busy with this too. Does he see me?
Oh yeah, he already knew you were there.
Oh yeah, yeah, because he saw us all sneaking in, like dip noodles, and he was apparently he had to have been invisible, 100%.
And an 11 does not hit.
Because you can't stealth in front of people. You might have it
Does
if
that
it's a
end your
filthy
turn,
dog.
Zeus?
Yep.
Just like Henry
Okay.
Potter.
So now it is Kafir's turn.
Ooh, get him. Ooh, you have advantage.
Yes, you have advantage, so roll again.
I'm not used to having advantage.
So 19 does hit. 7. Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Now it's its turn.
I forgot. Use your crow. It doesn't attack. It just does.
No, none of my stuff attack. Animals don't attack unless I turn into the what is it? The wild shape?
Yeah.
Alright. So it is going to go reckless,
Uh-oh.
which means that all of your attacks will have advantage on it, but it will have advantage on you.
So we have double advantage?
No.
I'll make it turn into those chainsaw things.
No, they're too powerful.
Oh, but eventually though, probably.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like you can wild shape an scene.
Yep.
Nice. Those things are pretty
Okay.
cool.
So, Deadwolf, here's his attacks on you.
Let's see what this bastard has. Yeah, of course. Of course. Actually,
Okay,
I
so
think I might be able to dodge.
Its
One
first attack.
Oh, that was just his first attack with advantage.
Yep.
Okay. Second attack.
Its second attack.
Okay. What does he get 3 attacks for?
Its third attack. So,
That
So only
is a 28, a 24, and a 21.
Yep. So I'm gonna shield. So only that 28 hits me.
Okay.
As a reaction. Aha, sucker! Ooh, what's up, Ace?
All right, you take 18 points of damage.
Face.
Yeah, in your face, because he's punching you. And that will end his turn. So now it's your turn, Deadwolf. Yeah, 18 points of damage.
Kia!
Okay, the first attack hits.
Okay, that's the only one that's gonna hit.
That's 15. All right.
Second wind. To heal 11. Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay.
That's my
So it's Zara's turn. Unfortunately, he's still writhing in pain and cannot take an action. So it is Oleandra's turn.
Can I see him doing that?
You're still pretty focused on this dude. 28 hits. So 9 damage. Alright. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Kafir.
Alright. I'm gonna first turn to Zaratok and just ask, are you okay? What happened?
He looks at you. He's still in some pain, and he states, I'm not sure. When I used my magic, my shoulder started to burn.
If death is not wanting you to heal us,
That may be the curse. I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to push through and hope to defeat this guy and then figure it out.
alright, and then I will turn back to the monster and I'm going to or no, because it's advantage, right? So it's 18.
Yep. You get advantage, so yes, that does hit. 6 points, alright. And does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I guess while Deadwolf's BRB, I'll go ahead and roll all those attacks here. Okay, that's his first attack. And that's his second attack. And on this round, he will not get a third attack, so now we just need to wait for Deadwolf. Alright, so he's making 2 attacks. The first one is a 23, the second one is a 28.
On who?
On you.
Let's see. I'll shield it.
Okay, so only the 28 hits.
Yep.
So that, instead of doing 3 punches, he did a punch and a headbutt. Okay. Okay, Okay, you take 20 points of damage, and I need you to make a strength check.
A strength check?
Yes.
For what?
You'll see.
Oops.
So, the force of his head hitting your head knocks you to your ass. And that ends his turn, and now it is your turn.
Okay, stand up. Fool. Shrug it off. Looks like I should yo. Nice one, folks.
So 20 or 36 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
36. All right. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
All right. So now it's Zara's turn. He composes himself and decides to wacky wacky.
Mm-hmm.
And he hits for 20 points of damage.
Oh, Zara flanking too?
He's using Reckless. Everybody gets advantage
Oh,
on him.
that's right. Everyone gets it.
Yep. Okay, so now it is Oleandra's turn.
So I get advantage too?
Yes. Okay, that hits. And now it is Kafir's turn. Okay, that also
Nice.
hits.
Your little baby attacks.
And Kafir, does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay, so now it's its turn.
No. He's not allowed turns. He's really not allowed turns, okay?
Okay, so Deadwolf, his first attack is a 27.
Oh gosh, I'm at 28.
His second attack is a 28.
Yep, I think I'm gonna die.
And his third attack is 29. Let me do damage.
There's no way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this kills me.
Oh yeah, so you take, let's see, 44 plus 15, 59 points of damage.
Yeah, because I don't even think this would. Yeah, is it 6 plus 5? 11 damage I'd be able to negate. So, Deadwolf goes down.
Alright, I need you to make a death saving throw. Okay, that is a success. And now it's Zara's
You
turn.
bet your sweet Biffy it is.
Zara's gonna... Well, Zara's gonna come up here. And since he can't really get to you very easily...
Disease watches too much TikTok.
No, I guess he can get to you. Okay, so he'll do another Cure Wounds.
What do you mean I watch too much TikTok?
Because you got that joke that I was making.
Alright, so he heals Deadwolf for 19 points of damage. Deadwolf, you notice, as you regain consciousness, that Zara falls to his knees, clutching his shoulder. And now it is
See, now I
Oleandra's
knew
turn.
something was wrong. It's okay. It's okay though, because the more you have to suffer, the more death is going to suffer.
Oh, that's your thing.
And with that, it is dead.
Zara, you okay?
I'm in pain, but I'm okay.
Let me see your shoulder.
So you look at his shoulder, and just like before, it is glowing red.
Ask him to see his cross.
Alondra, try and pee on it. I hear if you pee on things, it makes it stop hurting. And we all know
Okay,
you
so
like
I
peeing
try to
on
hop up
things.
on his shoulder and pee on it.
Okay, hold on. Gotta do something here. Gotta do something here. We'll do
Gotta
this.
do something here, he says.
Okay. He tries to stop you from jumping up on his shoulder, but roll an athletics check.
Yeah, she gotta make it. She might fumble off you.
Or yeah. Nope, she makes it. Okay, so you land on his shoulder.
And I take a big pee right on his shoulder to see if it helps.
right on the burning mark. Wouldn't this be it if it just healed Zara? I killed your pee is magical. It cures curses, apparently.
Okay, hold on. Gotta do one more thing. He tries to swing at you with his mace, but misses. Get off of me!
Did it
Did it do
help?
it? Did it work? Did it feel any different?
No!
It didn't sting?
It's gross!
I mean, it's definitely gross, but you never know. We never tried it. Here, let me try. Maybe my pee is magical.
Okay, by this time, he's recovered.
It's like, you know I'd do anything for you.
And what are you trying?
I gotta pee on my homie. Zara's on. And I look him right in the eyes and I put my shoulder, his other shoulder that didn't get peed on. And I say, do you need me to pee on your shoulder?
No! Dead wolf, I do not need pee on me!
Well, might as what if it
As
worked?
you guys
What if it
are
worked? You'd be singing a different tune right now.
doing this, you realize this is the first time you've ever heard Zara's voice get gruff.
Sorry, Todd. I'm just trying to help you.
Right? He was okay when you peed in our drinking water. He definitely peed on him. He should have been
See,
totally
my,
fine.
my thoughts behind it is.
Oleandra,
Yeah.
let me see your water skin, please.
Okay. There's no water in it, but if you want to pee in it, you can. I did.
Never mind, I'll use my own water skin. He takes his water skin out and dumps his water all over the shoulder.
Oh my god, that would have been awful if you asked for mine. Do you remember what's in mine?
The poison.
Yeah. Okay. I want to. This thing was definitely invisible. I want to look. I want thing for. What kind of? It wasn't using any weapons. It was fisticuffing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was fisticuffing.
Search the whole room.
I
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
gonna
search
help
his body
search the
for
room.
anything.
Investigation. Oh shoot, we're all doing advantage now.
Yeah, normal.
Alright. Dead wolf, you find a pair of gonads. It is confirmed he's a male.
I found. Ooh, nice. Pat. I patted him like.
And
Gonads.
so searching throughout the room, you find two closed
Gonads.
treasure chests.
Ooh, I want to see.
See what's in them. But first, I want to check them for check. Oh. No. I want to check them for traps.
This dude didn't have any armor or items or nothing.
I mean, he had like a loincloth.
He was invisible somehow. What kind of creature is it?
He's a dark spawn.
So maybe they can just go invisible.
Right.
I took his gonads though, and I'm gonna cut
Oh.
his heart.
You investigate as a 3, and you don't see any traps.
Okay. So as
Okay, I need a dex saving throw.
I'm gonna follow. Go to the left.
What kind of creature you say he was again? Sorry.
A dark spawn.
I'm gonna eat his heart. I hope I don't die.
Okay. So you both succeed. As Alejandra opens up the chest, a fireball comes out, but you both dodge it.
Oh, phew, that was cool.
That was.
Now that that's over, is there any treasures in this chested?
Whoa, y'all okay in here?
Yeah, apparently there was a trap on this.
Look what I got, and I hold up the testicles.
Oh, punching bags just for me!
Go for it. Punch these things. This thing deserves it. I hold him up for her to punch.
Wow. All right.
Bro, I don't know about you, but this thing's gonna become a new bag of holding.
So as you open the chest, you find another 2,000 gold.
That's between both chests or just one?
Just one. Have you opened the other chest?
Yeah, I did the dex save.
Right, that was for her chest though.
Oh, I was doing this one. But
Okay,
I'm
so
doing
if you're opening that one, then I need everybody in the room to do another dex save.
Even with me peeking my head in.
Yes. Nice. Nice.
Oh, you need a deck save from me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Nice.
Okay, you both take 7 points of damage.
Ooh, that would have maybe almost killed me. Would've
You
been
got
funny if it
taken
did.
out by it.
And
Well, didn't I die from the poison chest? Did I die from that chest? I don't remember.
I don't think you died from it. I think you just got really torn up by it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in
Well,
this
thanks for that.
chest lays a jewel-encrusted golden chalice.
Ooh, my chalice! My chalice! Can I please have it?
Get it. Here you
And I'm
go.
gonna put it in my bag and hold it with my very lives.
Ooh, what's in the other chest?
One of them was a fireball.
It was 2,000 gold.
That's 500 gold apiece, and we can carry that.
Damn, son.
Zara comes in and proceeds to put his 500 gold into his bag.
Wait, can I carry how little I am?
Let me look at your sheet.
How much does the
It's
gold
like
weigh?
strength related, so you're -2 strength and you're.
Let's see.
The
A
68
pounds might be a lot for me.
I don't know how much any of this stuff
Okay.
is.
So your strength score multiplied by 15. So your strength is a 6. So 6 times 15. You can carry 90 pounds.
Okay, so I'm gonna give my 500 gold to Zardoz to hold on to me for
Oh, nice. I can still carry my gold.
Zardoz, will you please hold on for this for me? Because right now, I don't have enough strength to carry to you. So.
Right? We need to find you, all of us for sure, bags only. Then we don't ever have to worry about carrying stuff.
Okay, so you put your 500 gold in there.
So
Let's see.
1250
When
in
you
there.
when you add it to your gold bar, your weight bar at the bottom of your item list will increase, and it'll tell you
Okay.
what it jumps up to. Mine jumped up pretty high, but I can still carry quite a bit, which is nice.
And the number we're multiplying is the smaller number of strength? Like there's mine like
No,
1 and
it's
12.
your larger number.
Like mine says a negative 2 and under it says 6.
Oh, no,
so
sorry.
it's-
It's reversed. I'm thinking reversed. Yes, it's the smaller number, the higher number.
Okay, perfect. And then you multiply that by how much again? 15?
15.
Yeah,
Okay,
15.
yeah, I can do 180 pounds.
Sorry, I can easily carry 240 pounds.
Well, I give Zara my 1250 gold to hold for me because I don't have strength for it.
Well, I don't even think that minuses from Zara's strength of the bag of holding, which is
Nope, it doesn't. Anything that goes in my bag of holding weighs basically what the bag weighs.
I need a bag of holding because I can't hold hardly nothing.
Mm-hmm. Ready to take this chalice back to your...
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Master?
ready. They're gonna give me a siddle for this.
I wonder if masters can break curses.
We can ask when we get there.
I wonder how strong they actually are.
We can ask the master when we get there if he can break the cursed.
Yeah. Y'all ready?
I'm ready. I'm already at the front door. Wait.
Okay.
Alright, so you all head back to town.
Okay. First place I gotta go is I gotta go to the master house.
Alright, so you go to the master's house. You're greeted by the guards.
I was supposed to meet a guard named Gregorio, right?
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Stars. Do you know where Gregorio is at?
Yes, I'm Gregario.
I was sent on a mission from the master to get this pretty chalice right here.
He takes a look at it. He doesn't try to grab it or anything. He's just taking a look. Oh, yes, that is very nice.
So I think I need to give this to you or the master.
I will escort you to the master.
Thank you.
Alright, so you and him head in, get to the master. The master says, "Greetings, little one."
Hello, Mr. Master. Look what I got.
Ah, very good. You have my chalice. Please hand it to me.
And I hand it to him.
Right, he takes it and he kind of inspects it. Ah, perfect. Yes, you will make a fine disciple. Please take my sigil.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I have a sigil. I also have a question for you, Mr. Master, sir.
Yes?
Can masters, take away curses off of someone?
For the most part, the only curses we cannot remove are those bestowed by a god.
So if death put a curse on one of my friends, you can't remove it?
Did you say death?
Yeah. My friend can't help me on my ventures anymore because Death told him no and put a curse on his shoulder.
Are you sure it was death?
Yeah.
That bastard is back?
He taked my friend's soul and he eat my friend's soul in his belly. And then finally my friend resurrected again, but this time he's not the same and he has a thing on his shoulder, and every time he tries to heal me when I'm on my missions, he gets fire hot and goes in pain and can't hardly heal.
Well, I would like to help you, my newest disciple. I fear that I cannot.
Do you know anyone around that can help my friend? I really hate to see him hurt so much, especially when he's just trying to help me.
As far as I know, there's only 2 ways to remove a god's curse. The first is to have another god intercede. The second is to destroy the god.
Yeah, but you can't destroy death, right?
You must destroy every believer. Without any believers, there is no God.
Okay. I'm hearing you loud and clear. Thank you, Mr. Master, sir.
You're welcome. Let me give you one more bit of advice.
Okay, Mr. Sir.
Your sigil will act as a notifier. When I have another task for you to promote you within the ranks, which will be based upon your actions, it will glow a faint hue of purple. When it does this, make sure you return to me.
Yes, sir. I will sure do it.
Very well.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome, disciple. Now be gone.
And I leave.
Alright, so you head back out and you are escorted out of the house where you are now free to roam.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to where me and my friends was before I went to the master house. And I said, I'm a disciple now. I'm a disciple now. And look what I have. And I hold up my sigil.
Ooh, nice.
So as she holds up the sigil, you see basically it's a silverish looking metal with a inscription of basically a specter.
But there's one
one problem, Mr. Deadwolf, sir. I talked to my master. He said there's only 2 ways to remove the curse on Zaratos. Either one, you have to get another god to intercede, like Zaratov's god. Or we have to go and kill every single one of Dev's believers.
You said kill his god?
Yeah,
we have
we kill.
to
Kill
either have to get a god to intercede, and then the gods fight it out, or we have to kill every one of the Death's believer.
Anybody that believes in death, or his like actual like just
I guess his disciples.
like people that worship him.
That
I'm guessing his disciples.
wouldn't that then be Deadwolf and Zara also attached to that?
Yeah, so we need to get to Zartov's god.
Yeah.
We need to get in touch with Zartov's god.
While I may have this mark and I may be cursed, I definitely do not worship death.
Me neither. I worship the Death Killer, Deadwolf, my new god.
The killer of 1,000 suns.
No. The killer of death. Wielder of 1,000 suns.
You have that many suns left in you, Deadwolf.
Okay, like 962 suns still left.
Well, I guess what's the plan?
Well, I want to go shopping. If you could
Ooh.
please go with me, Zartoth, because you have my monies.
Could take my 750 now that we're back, Zaratoth.
Okay, so he pulls out the bag, reaches in, and over a couple handfuls, or many handfuls, he hands you back your 750 gold.
I'm just gonna let him carry mine, because mine's 1250 that he's got, and I'm not about to carry that because I can't.
Yeah. Put mine in and I'm good still.
Can we go to the weapon place, please?
We can.
Let's
On
do
the
it.
next adventure. Because this is where we're going to call it.
You wear a hat they call dad. Me, I'm the dad in the hat. You just like clubbing and clothes. Me, I like afternoon naps. 3, I be missed for the road. My oldest like counting racks. You wear a hat they call dad. Me, I'm the dad in the hat.